All right, what is going on, guys? How are you all doing today? Oh, this looks so insane. What is we got a lot of people hanging out already. What's going on? We got a big stream today. Don't need to worry about that. JC, what's up? Joe, what's going on? JC again. Don, what is up? Randall, James, Matthew, Russell a second time. Oh no, first Russell. First one was Randall. My bad. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Happy Wednesday, Lord Farquaad. Hey, I'm worried people aren't there's gonna be like 3 people out there who don't get it. I'm a little worried about that. Then they're gonna think this guy's psychotic, which is totally fair. He is, but that's not the main point. I got my can of C4. Hey, there you go, JR. What you got? What's going on, man? What flavor you got today? What flavor you rocking? All right, I'm gonna get popping over on TikTok quick. Bowling balls and more. Yeah, so we have a full stream today where we are rocking the Lord Farquaad look the entire stream. This costume actually came together pretty well. Pretty great. There's the first Shrek is love, Shrek is life. But there's everybody hopping in right now. Gang's all here. Remember, we are live on Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube. We're live everywhere that people are, whether you're 10 years old or 75 years old. So we are, I think, then ready to go. We got a lot of people. Bowling Fool hanging out. You got Arctic Snow Cone today. Not bad, not bad. I do not hate that flavor. Do not hate it at all. But happy Halloween, everybody. We are in full-fledged spooky season. As you can see above us and below us on all of our streams, we are in the GFuel Fear Fest costume contest. What that means is basically we get to give away a tub of GFuel to you guys. And they're pretty large tubs of GFuel. So we will be doing a giveaway later in the stream. My plan is at 7 o'clock. We're going to be running that to try to give that away to somebody out there, somebody who's watching this. Huge shout out to GFuel to offer this for us. Remember, if you use GFuel Bowling at checkout, you get 20% off anything on their site. I am having, what do I have today? I have Miami Nights in here, one of the packets of GFuel, and it's actually really good. Their flavors of the packets are better than almost any other one I've had, which is fantastic. Hey, Steven, what's going on? Love the costume. Thanks, man. Thanks. Brunsnick thinks blackmail's a type of envelope. Oh, yeah, those guys talk trash about me today. So I think we can throw a few jabs in the direction of a couple of those guys. But today, we don't have any new bowling balls to talk about yet. We'll probably have some announcements in the next couple of weeks, but right now we're in that awkward time where bowling balls released last week. We had 6 Brunswick balls, 2 Motive balls, 1 Storm ball. Now we have some time, and then probably in the next couple of weeks, we'll have even more stuff releasing. But we also have a very special announcement to make, which we'll be making a couple times for the stream. I'll be able to hit a couple comments in a second, like the hair. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, jet black hair, not really my look. But our big announcement is, first of all, we're staying unbiased, but Storm Bowling has accepted us or brought us in to their creator program, to their content program, where I am going to be creating reviews for Storm Bowling products right when they are announced. So starting today, starting for whenever the next ball is announced, I will already have it and have a review ready that will be releasing the Monday after the ball is announced. So Storm always announces stuff on Fridays. The coming Monday, I will have a full-fledged ball review for you guys for every single Storm bowling ball moving forward. So whatever their new bowling ball is, I will already have it drilled up. I'll have a review ready for you guys. What does that change on the channel? Very, very little. The only things it changes is I will have that review on Mondays, so our timing is going to be a little bit weird for uploads, but otherwise we will still have our previews where we look at the ball specs, we look at the website, we compare it, we check on prices. We are still going to have our quick previews over on our short form platforms, like a 1 minute-ish preview of what the ball looks like. Then we will have our full-length reviews where we are actually going to be the ones throwing the bowling ball, which is awesome, just like we did for the Rockstar Amped. And we will be the first in the world to be posting the reviews and along with, everyone else who posts at that time. It's very similar to what they have, what the hype has, what Charles has, where Storm gets him the stuff early. And I will be on the same program. Massive, massive thank you to Storm Bowling. Massive, massive thank you to bowling.com for helping get that deal figured out for us. It is super cool. I'm beyond excited. That is one of the areas of the bowling world I haven't stepped foot in too much, is ball reviews, the actual process of a ball review. And I'm very excited to be able to step into that realm and actually get you guys some live content, up-to-date content on all Storm products. Now, does this mean we are like Team Storm and like only Storm? No, not at all. We are still unbiased. We are still covering all of the brands of bowling, whatever it may be. This does not mean that we are only talking about Storm products. We are still covering everything. Unfortunately, I will not have ball reviews for the Brunswick or the Motive equipment anytime soon from what I'm aware of, but we're still trying to work on some things right now. When that ends up going through, if it does, as of today's Perception versus Reality podcast, I don't see that happening with Brunswick anytime soon. I'm public enemy number one, unfortunately. But outside of that, hopefully we can get some other stuff figured out. I want to get you guys the most up-to-date bowling advice and content. I'm going to be one of the few non-staffers making these reviews, so I can stay unbiased and I can give you guys comparisons to other companies. Where, say there's a new ball getting released, I can give you a comparison to a Brunswick ball that I own or a Motive ball I own. Now, I'm not going to have all of those bowling balls to throw, but I do pick and choose. Like, I still purchase all these bowling balls. The Energize, for example, I bought that with my own money to actually throw it, get you guys some ideas of it. So we're still going to be doing that. We're not going to buy every single Brunswick or Motive release. It's just not possible, but we will be buying a couple of them to be able to give you guys some cross-brand comparisons of some of the best balls on the market. You're going to notice in the thumbnail today, 3 of what I think are some of the best balls on the market on the shiny side. We have that Energize, the Origin, and then the Rockstar Amped. That Energize is pretty good. The Origin is goated. Amped is phenomenal so far. So very excited to make that announcement. I'll probably talk about it a couple more times throughout the day today, but we will get there in a second. But let me catch up on a lot of chat going on. Holy cow. Let's see. Hey, Zach's hopping in. Best flavor ever. This one's so good. I'm surprised. I'm impressed. And Miami Nights, really good. James D, what's your favorite Lord Farquaad line? He doesn't have many as the one issue. He's got like 10 lines. But I always did love, some of you may die, but that is a risk I'm willing to take. Still top tier, greatest line. I just watched the original Shrek movie again. Still one of the best animated movies ever. Trash Panda, what's going on? Bowling Fool, I literally fell asleep watching the pod today. Noah, did you see the Storm teaser? I did. There's something new coming. Eric Hernandez is thinking Phase 2 Pearl. Yeah, it seems like a Phase 2 Pearl was leaked a little bit. A Bowler's Journal had it on their site, and they had a QR code to go do like a search for it, which I'm always disappointed if Storm or Brunswick or Motive ends up getting something leaked because of Bowler's Journal. It's very unfortunate. I don't know how many people read Bowler's Journal. I don't know how big that department is, but it's crazy. Don't worry about that little guy, JC. Oh, I don't. It's just hilarious. Red Vacuums, thank you so much. KBR, they love that Rockstar Amped. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I love that Amped. I tried to make my review as unbiased as possible. Like, I just threw a 20 bagger with it and a 300. It's kind of hard to, but I think I did a fairly okay job. And that is going to be our goal with all of these reviews, even from Storm. We're not going to be, this is the greatest ball ever. You need to buy 3 of them. This is ball of the year, and then shoot 520 at League with it or something like that. Some of you might get that reference. But we are still going to try staying as unbiased as humanly possible. Let's see. JC, congrats on the Storm deal. Thank you, JC. Yeah, so it's not exclusive. It is not an exclusive Storm anything. I'm working with bowling.com to get reviews of everybody. So yeah, there's no exclusivity going on, which is awesome. But it's going to be really fun to get you guys some Storm stuff. By far, on my site, I did a poll a couple of weeks ago showing which company do you guys throw the most. Wealthwise, thank you for the subscription. I try to get you guys I tried asking, what is your guys' #1 brand? And Storm was #1 on the channel. So it'll be cool getting a good chunk of you guys a lot of Storm content because that is what you throw, which is cool to hear, cool to see. Let's see. DeJoe, thank you so much. Professor Turtle is here. What's a good step up from a high road 40 on 2000 grit? So you got the 14 pound, so it's super, super weak. House shot bowler, by the way. I mean, the Rockstar Amped is probably the best step up if you're staying in the Storm lineup. Yeah, that's definitely going to be best as Rockstar Amped. Otherwise, if you want to go somewhere else, GB5 Pearl and then Primal Rage will be your two best. Thank you for all the follows, by the way, everybody. Make sure to drop a follow if you haven't. Best way to help support. Best way to help support this poor, poor guy who's now in, I think, in a dragon's stomach, but former Lord of Duloc. Wayne, I'm not unbiased. I hate SPI, but congrats. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Andrew, what's going on? I would like to win a ball. Sorry, man. We're not doing a giveaway for a ball today, unfortunately. RJ, I knew the moment you posted a video about the evil eye, they'll get you. Dude, my evil eye video was good. Like, if you guys watched it, I'd be really appreciate if you did. But if you did, like, that video seemed okay, right? Like, I made a video today about cores and how post-drilling numbers affect a bowling ball and what they can change with based on a dual angle layout. I was really happy with that video, but yeah, apparently they didn't like it. Yofo, does it make sense to use older dying balls as your weak equipment? It can, yeah. I mean, I think bowling balls do slowly fall down in strength level. So yeah, if you can find a spot where it ends up sitting, that's fantastic. Camera level obstructed. It is not TikTok. I am right here. Thank you very much. My TikTok is freaking out. All right, let me catch up over on TikTok. So remember, by the way, I didn't mention this at all. We always have a full bowling Q&A on these videos. So we are going to talk anything and everything bowling today. So if you guys have any bowling questions, please make sure to ask them. There are a lot of you hanging out right now. I want to make sure that I hit as many comments / every comment that I can. But if I miss your comment, just wait a couple of minutes and then re-enter it. Don't try to spam or anything, but I will hit your comment if you put it in one extra time. Don't worry about that. Double D is thinking a phase 2 Pearl is coming. Jake, thank you so much. Have I seen the 900 Global Viking? I have not heard any news about that. Train Boy, does that mean you only talk about Storm? No, no, I am still talking everything. Yeah, I am not a staffer. I am not exclusive to Storm. I am still any and every bowling brand that there is. I will just I will have the opportunity to be able to throw every Storm ball early to be able to get a review to you guys as soon as possible and be one of those guys, which is awesome. Colin, what's going on? If you can answer this, when the phase 2 Pearl, do you think that is? Do you think it'll sell super well, unlike the phase AI? There's a lot of, I think the phase 2 Pearl leak kind of got out a little bit. Wow. Yeah, I have no idea. Not a clue. And if I did know, unfortunately, I cannot say if for any future Storm equipment, I know nothing about the phase 2 Pearl, but when I do hear information, I will be able to discuss like the actual inside stuff of whatever's coming out when it is announced by Storm. If there's leaks, that's a whole different story, like this phase 2 Pearl that got heavily leaked by Bowler's Journal. Love it. Thanks, Bowler's Journal, for doing what you do. Would it sell? Yeah, would it sell super well? The phase AI, unfortunately, was, yeah, I wish that ball was better than it was. I was so excited for that ball, man, and then it was just bleh. NYJ, put multiple layouts on a single ball to get a better sense of different layouts. I would just recommend, I mean, I think talk to your pro shop. They have some really good 2LS layouts for you that you can try. C1, what ball should I get? I have a raw hammer and I'm two-handed rev dominant. You can definitely go a ball up from that. You can go like a hammer Anger or an Anger solid could be a good ball up. PD, Lord Farquaad, yes, we are Lord Farquaad this Halloween. So happy spooky season, happy costume stream. We are going to be in this the entire time, no matter how warm it actually gets, because this costume is a little warmer than I thought it would be. Mikey, what do you think about the Evil Eye? I think the Evil Eye is a cool idea with the core, and I think that people are unfortunately buying it for the wrong reasons. That ball is very strong and smooth down lane. It is not good for a lot of house shots. It is just not really needed for house shots. It's going to be a good sport shot ball for the fresh. That's where that ball is going to shine. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be that great for league unless your league puts out a ton of oil. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize that now. And I'm hoping people didn't get misadvertised to with any ball of the year talks or anything, but you need to know what that ball is before you go in, because it is a $200 ball and it is super strong. But I think even some pro shops might not know everything about that ball. So I think it's a great idea. I think it's super customizable, depending on what you want the ball to do. But there's so many balls in the Brunswick lineup that if you want a strong Evil Eye, I'd recommend something like a Guru or something like a Mesmerize instead of the Evil Eye. If you want a weaker one, just get a GB5. It's cheaper. That's the one negative with that ball. I think if Motive came out with that ball with their like 15 or 17 bowling balls in production right now, I think it's awesome because then you can bridge a lot of gaps. But that Evil Eye is a little tough. It is definitely not the best ball on this 6-ball list. The Brunswick Alert is awesome. It's stronger and quicker than a lot of balls in that range, which is really cool. And then also the Energize is really, really cool. I think that's one of the better house shot balls on the market right now. I've been throwing that thing on a couple different cliffed conditions, and it reads the lane super, super well. You need a lot of oil. The ball's strong, but it's been really good so far. Let's see. Joe, if Brunswick is allowing the opinion of one guy influence their decisions over the feedback of the literal bowling consumers, then they're dumber than a box. Yeah, do I have talks about that? Eric, I wonder how bowling ball companies feel about the USBC approved ball list. So Brunswick actually was keeping their stuff or asking USBC to not put anything on their approved ball list for a little while. I don't know if they're still going through with that or not. I know they have been lately. Storm has not, Motive have not. That's usually how those bowling balls get leaked, is that USBC list. Storm's a little tougher because a lot of their stuff is overseas. Like there was an Optimum Idol Solid that got approved, and it's a different colorway of the old one, but that's just an overseas ball, or the Optimum Idol Glow, things like that. So Storm kind of has a little bit of a good like wall up where this could be overseas, this could not be. So that's the one thing with them. Brunswick, though, they're only putting things on the list, or they're asking USBC to put them on the list only when they get announced. 300 Dreaming. I have mainly hammer equipment, but I do have Storm and Brunswick. Nice. Eric, can Absolute Power and Equinox Solid work together? I think they're a little too close together. Unfortunately, I think it's a little too close together. Existence on Twitch. What's going on, man? I have somewhat trustworthy resources that point towards a remake of the No Mercy and a new HK22C squared. So yeah, I had somebody hit me up on that as well. I had somebody hit me up saying that, yeah, these No Mercies got leaked. So we'll see, honestly. Brunswick should have some announcements. They did already have a teaser on Hammer's site. I don't remember what it was exactly, but they had a teaser on their site. So I'd assume Brunswick will probably have something announced sooner rather than later. John Romero, is your wife Fiona? Yes. Yes. Just only during the day, not at night, though. You saw what happened when I talked to when she changed. That's when I got eaten by a dragon. We don't talk about that either. Tori, I would be interested in a phase 2 hybrid or a Rockstar hybrid. I would put a large bet that there's going to be a Rockstar hybrid. I think if the Rockstar Amped does well, which it sounds like it's doing well right now, it's an awesome ball. It's one of the better Pearl Ball Storm has made this year, in my opinion. I'd say that and the Zen are probably top 2. I think if that does well, you'll see a Rockstar hybrid. It is weird that we've never seen a phase hybrid. We've seen solids and pearls, but oh no, we did. Phase 3. Duh. Phase 3 was a hybrid. It didn't do well though. So maybe we'll see. Matthew, thoughts on our son's tournament arsenal for any gaps? You're missing a strong and sharp bowling ball, Ion Max, Lethal Venom, Rockstar, Phantom, Gremlin, IQ, Pitch Black, and an Ice. Missing a strong, sharp ball. Ion Max, Lethal Venom. Yeah, I agree. I think Identity is a good choice. Equinox a good choice. You do have a little bit of everything. Evoke Hysteria, it would fit really well there. That's a Motive ball. It's a little pricier, but it doesn't look like you have... Oh, you do have a Vintage Phantom. If you want to go Brunswick side, you do have the new Criterion Inverse. I wouldn't go with that, actually. That's a little too weak in that arsenal. I think that's a little too close to that Gremlin. You might have to go stronger, like a Criterion Hybrid or even the Energize. Energize might fit really well as well. JC Bowler, I mean, is it all SPI? Yeah, sorry, all SPI. Sorry, Storm Bowling, the Storm umbrella, the Storm Products umbrella. My lord, are you compensating for something? No. I wonder if he's compensating for something. Wealth, I'm 41 backwards. I'm playing a massive competition Saturday, but I average 180. I want to keep a 200 average towing. Good, good. Awesome. Good luck, man. Jeremy Hatcher, what do you got? How have you approached speed bumps like at the Open this year? Play up it. The best way to attack a speed bump is really strong equipment that still gets through that. So the reason a speed bump is there is trying to slow down the use of urethane, because a urethane is going to hook early. It's going to hit that down lane oil and then try to like roll forward and lock up. Stronger solids are usually pretty good there. Jake Bug Kroll cosplay. Aw, poor Bug. Nobody tell him we said that. Lamont, when would you recommend the use of a compound polish? When you want your ball to hook later. Whenever you want that ball to get further down lane, that's where a compound or power edge or a polish all work in that spot. I'd recommend putting the ball to like 1,000 or 1,500 and then do that. Jake, what did they say on the podcast? Yeah, I think they said something. They said something about, someone commented that ZVL bowling is confused, and then there's like other couple hate comments in there, and they looked at it and laughed and said, "Oh boy, no comment here." And then Phil also said, "Yeah, no comment." Because Phil has commented angrily on one of my YouTube videos about the evil eye not being worth the money. It isn't. It might not be. Mike Mitchell, I want a slightly used Ricochet return, the one she used in their review. She's already giving that away? What? Mike, really? Did she already give away a Ricochet return? It just released. Man, that ball is not well-liked, man. That ball is not well-liked, which is unfortunate. Everybody has kind of pooped on that ball. It's kind of crazy. So watch out if you're getting the Ricochet return. Nobody has liked it. Not a soul has said a good thing about that ball. It's kind of shocking. Wayne, now we know why you have the IQ 78U costume on. Hey, I do have that still behind me. Larry Tripp, digging the costume. Different seeing you with no glasses. Do you think the Origin EX is a good first ball? Yes, and absolutely, yeah. I kind of have a cycle where like Tuesdays I wear contacts, Wednesday I go glasses, Thursday I go contacts. But today I didn't really want to put on glasses. They've been kind of feeling weird lately, so I've just been rocking the contacts all day. Don Dickey, have you heard, is the V1 Black Widow good for League? Yeah, the Black Widow V1 is a really good ball. Nobody cares about it. Carrie, thank you for the follow. It's kind of surprising. That ball's good. It's super versatile. It's a good league ball in that way, but yeah, it didn't get the marketing that it deserved, I think. It did not get the love at all. There were very few ball reviews on it. It did not have enough time to breathe. It was, yeah, unfortunately not great. Hey, Jerry, what's going on? Return is bigger than a hazmat pearl. That's crazy. That is crazy to me. That shouldn't be, but that should not be at all. All right, let's keep going. Rod, are you allowed to be critical and honest? Storm Staffers team not. Yeah, so I can say anything. Yeah, critical, of course, not like jerkish. Like I usually try to avoid like, man, this ball sucks, unless we're talking about the torpedo direct hit, which is more of a bit at this point than anything. But yes, I am able to compare it with other stuff. I'm able to be honest about it. I will not be lying in any of my stuff. One of my cornerstones of my channel that I will not be straying away from is being honest about this stuff. If Storm releases the Identity 3, I am going to be honest about it. I am going to attack it. I am going to say this is not a good idea, because that would be really bad. Now, if a ball's really good, though, of course I'm going to say it's good. But yeah, if a ball ends up not being great after more people end up throwing it, I will be telling you guys that. Absolutely. Mike gave it to me on the Nate and Elise live stream. Probably has about 3 games on it. That's insane, bro. That's crazy that they gave that away already. That's so weird. Like, I don't know why. I think it's like the bowler in me who's been buying my own balls forever of like, I would feel bad. Like, man, I just got given this ball. Robert Smith, thank you for the follow or the subscription. Welcome, welcome. I'd low-key feel a little bad of like, man, they sent me this ball for a review and I did it. You guys can have it. That's crazy. Alec Lang, to follow up on my Clift Lanes question from last week, once you ball up, if that's actually the Robert Smith, this is the worst first introduction ever. I'm very sorry you have to see me in this as the first time you see me. Ugh. Yep, whoops. Once you ball up to a stronger, smoother ball, do you play the same line or do you straighten your angles? That all depends, Alec. Usually I try to stay in the same zone, or say maybe a 2-in-1 left with that stronger equipment. Like a couple weeks ago at League, I ran into this situation. I balled up to a Jackal Onyx from I think I was throwing the high road. and I balled all the way up. I think I moved 4 left, and it ended up being good. It was a complete guess. Usually you have to move a little bit left, but not a whole lot. It's always kind of tough because it depends where the cliff is. It depends how strong that strong ball is, et cetera, et cetera. Craig, not everything AI is great. Oh, absolutely not. No. I'm 50-50 right now on a lot of the AI stuff. Like the Origin, I think is goated. A couple of the, like Rockstar, I think is goated. A couple of the other AI balls, like the Phase, I did not like at all. What was the other one I didn't like? I had another one that I didn't like much. It is the real Robert Smith. Perfect. Great. Hi, welcome. Apologies, you have to see me in this. Welp. Existence, is the Brunswick Alert like mid, low, or higher, medium, smooth? So originally the specs make it look like it's like lower on the medium smooth list, but after seeing it a lot more, it's stronger than what you'd expect. It's a little bit stronger. It's like, I see it as a step down from like GB5. It's like that perfect one step down, but it's quicker. It's a lot quicker than you'd expect as well. It's not very smooth down lane. Where like, that's where like, I think Luke Rosdahl had an incredible video, highly recommend checking it out, where he talks about the alert. And he kind of says like, am I crazy for thinking this is different? But he's right. I had a guy at our pro shop who already drilled one up and compared it like with his Ions. And this thing is much stronger than the Ions. And it's also a little bit quicker down lane than the Ion Pro. So Luke was 100% right. Some of the reviews were a little bit weird where they're like, this is a Venom Shock, but it's not. The Venom Shock is later, and it's also a lot smoother than that alert. Zach started throwing the Hyperdrive Pearl last week, way stronger than expected. That's awesome. Yeah, no, that core is hefty. That is a super strong and tumbly core. But yeah, the covers being weak is kind of nice on it. Seth White, what's going on? I forgot about this. Surprise. Yeah, hopefully there's a little bit of a shock to a lot of people. Remember, we have 30 minutes until we will be doing a GFuel giveaway. We'll be doing a giveaway of an entire tub of GFuel. Huge thank you. Hold it correctly, Zach. Huge thank you to GFuel for this one. Really appreciate them being able to step in and give away a tub to the community, to the ZVL community. Really appreciate it. Make sure to go check them out if you enjoy energy drinks or hydration or a lot of cool stuff, or really dope water bottles. Like this is like my color. I love this thing. I love this sky blue. Like all the time, my favorite bowling ball colors are sky blue. That's where like that Ricochet return, I was like, that's kind of a pretty ball, but then it's like, oh man, people don't like it. And the reaction is kind of meh. So a little disappointing, but overall, we will have that in 30 minutes. We'll be doing the giveaway, and it might be a little bit all over the place. I've never done a giveaway. This is gonna be my first one ever. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. Jackal, will we see a new Strong Sharp ASIM from the Storm Roto 900 line suit? I would assume yes. But there are a lot in that line. Well, the Attention Star just went away. I mean, I don't think we will from Roto. I think with them just adding in the RST and the Gremlin, they're not going to add another ASIM shiny ball. We could see it from Storm. They have the Equinox there right now. But they usually have a couple more balls there. So we could from Storm. And then of course, Global's kind of all over. It depends on what they release. They don't have much in the lineup, so they could add a lot of stuff. As long as they don't get rid of my baby, the Origin, we're good to go. Tom Wilson, what's going on Facebook? How you doing, man? Jackson, if it is a phase 2 Pearl, what will be the differences between that and the regular? If it's a phase 2 Pearl, like if it's literally just a Pearl counterpart of it, it's just going to be longer and quicker. It's going to be like the Rockstar Amped is to the Rockstar. It just hooks a little bit later and is a lot sharper down lane. Better for transition. RJ, regret my motive clutch. Is the Crown Vic similar? Yes, Crown Vic is definitely similar, but it's rounder and a little quicker. Motive stuff is all fairly smooth. A lot of it is fairly smooth down lane. So yeah, that Crown Vic is going to be a little bit quicker, but it should hook in a similar part of the lane. Don't know if I should go with a 4 or 6 inch pin. With the Vic, I would go a little closer to 4. It is a weaker differential core, so that'll give it that little extra flair, so it's not too skid snappy, because that's what you want to avoid, is a complete and utter skid snap. Emmanuel Green, is the Gremlin a good 1-2 punch with the pie? Yeah, absolutely it can be, 100%. Eric, I've been loving my Storm Typhoon. How do I know what ball to buy next? My local alley uses Kegel 2022 house shot. Lanes seem okay, but not the nicest. That has been your first two-handed ball. If you want to go stronger than it, you could go with like a Cove or an IQ Tour, I think is a good option. If you want to go weaker than it, it's going to be a little tougher. You're going to have to go with like a Tropical Surge then, which could be a good option, especially as you're starting as a two-hander, because you're going to be able to get that ball to hook. Me, I can't. I'm leaning more towards the speed dominant end, so tropical surges don't look great for me unless the lanes are torched. But if you're highly rev dominant, whole different story, complete different story. Be the Fury, been stuck on a 180 average. Worried I hit the ceiling. Any tips? So I'd recommend just taking a step back, maybe getting some videos of your game, compare it to a professional, like professional shots, and just see, all right, what are they doing that I'm not doing? And then try to work on that. When you're at 180, one of the big things that separates you from that 190 to 200 is the most typical advice ever, but spares. So I'd recommend trying to get that spare percentage a little bit higher, but then it's also consistency. Your goal at 180, hit the pocket. Hit the pocket a bunch. You'll be able to get to that 200 average if you're just consistently hitting the pocket. Lowering your split percentage, just hitting the pocket more and more is always going to be your best play. But you got your fundamentals down at that point, so that's going to be great. Pete Dohan, what's going on? Another guy who does a few ball reviews. Love the alert. Awesome. I haven't heard a bad thing about the alert. Have not heard a bad thing, which is great. Hey, Andy, what's going on? Great hair. Thanks. I don't know how you guys didn't notice. I've been growing this out for a couple months now, and then dyed it last night. It looks great. Yeah, totally could rock this. Vito, love my Ion Max, but it tends to get lane shined pretty quickly and loses hook. Any way to extend it or maybe a similar ball that won't lane shine? It's kind of hard to get a strong asymmetrical ball to not weaken up pretty quickly, but unfortunately with those kinds of bowling balls, you just have to touch up the surface sooner. So if you have those big, strong asymmetrical solid balls and this really strong cover, you generally have to hit it with surface every 7 to 10 games compared to like a medium smooth bowling ball. You only have to every 15 to 20, but you're going to have to hit it with like a 2000 pad or even a 1000 pad a little more often just to keep that lane shine down. It should be good enough where it doesn't lane shine too much during the set, but you're going to notice if you have multiple sets with it, you're going to get some lane shine on it. Let's see. Oswaldo, trade an Attention Star S2 for a Hyperdrive Pearl. I think that's a really good trade. Poopy Head. Love the name, man. I have the Rockstar, but my favorite is the Optimum Idol Pearl. I have the, oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, if you like the Optimum, that's great. That one was a little less well-liked, but again, every ball is somebody's favorite. There is no truly trash bowling ball minus the Torpedo Direct Hit. So you are good to go. If you like a ball, that is awesome. I have to stop trying to feed into the disappointment with the or the not anger, but the snarkiness towards that Torpedo Direct Hit. People aren't gonna like it one day. Oh well. Professor Turtle, I'll end up getting the Rockstar amped, but I have a 15-pound Zen 25. What should I sell it for? I'm selling it. I'm selling it because I switched to 14. Okay. What should I sell it for? Like price-wise? Price-wise, you can probably get like 90 for it. Don Dickey, what about the Brunswick Combat? I think the Combat's great. I'll actually be drilling a Combat next week. One of our guys doesn't want his anymore, so I'll be putting holes in one to try to compare that to stuff like the Energize and the Vaporize and the 900 Global Origin and things in that realm. So I'm really excited for that. I think that Combat's really good. I love the ball motion it makes. I think it's Brunswick's version of the Evoke Hysteria, but there was no marketing. So unfortunately, I don't think that ball is going to get much love. Revs on the left, what's going on? Someone in my league is averaging 210 with the direct hit. Hit it harder, baby. That's awesome. Wayne, our alley went from 18 to 25 mils a month ago. And now all the high rev guys are popping off. Yep, that makes sense. And through 773 and 752. So you're actually only at the average for a house shot now. I'd say 25 is the average. 18 is insane. You cannot throw strong equipment with that. 25 is a little more normal. For context, ours is at 30 mils right now. We have some really old lane panels and they hook an absolute mile. But yeah, we're up to 30 and it acts like 26 in another building. KBR, do we know what the Motive November ball is? No, I don't know. So I've made a post on my Discord about this. I am like 90% positive it's not going to be a Venom because Motive releases their Venoms in February. They release their Jackals in January. I would place a big bet that we're going to have a Pearl Jackal coming in January. I don't know what November will be. There'll be one ball that gets announced probably in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be their pre-Christmas sale. And then when we get into the first week of January, we'll probably have a new Jackal announcement is my guess. I have no idea if any of that is true, but I was looking at the trends and like for the last 4 years, there's been a Jackal released in January. So I'd be ready for that. Existence, what was the old No Mercy from? I do not know. I'm not positive, actually. That was a little bit before my time in the bowling world. Dawn, great outfit. Thanks, man. I was a Squid Game contestant. Nice. Love that. Mike Mitchell, Hammer teaser was a reckoning is coming. They're just, yeah, they're just calling out the apocalypse. It's got to be. Derek, now the 3D Assault has been discontinued. What do you think will replace that line? I don't think we'll see a 3D anything for quite a while. So I'd assume we'll see parts of that core come back because that core is used in a lot of ways, but I don't think it'll have 3D on the side of it. I don't think that Assault did well. Talking to a couple guys who know a little more about ball sales, that thing did not do well in the sales department, I don't think. So I don't think we'll see that anytime soon. We do have the Paragon Shadow in that spot, which is good. I think Hammer is trying to like ride out those effects and the Widows right now. Just try to bump those sales up with those. Yofo, congrats on Storm. Your channel is taking off. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, for anyone just joining us, we are starting Storm ball reviews soon. So Storm is going to be thankfully sending us all of their new releases, and we will have ball reviews for it the second that we are allowed to post. So if a Storm ball is released on a Friday, which they all are announced on Fridays, I will be able to have a review up on the next Monday, which is going to be fantastic. So you will see full ball reviews of me actually throwing the ball, and with, of course, the commentary afterwards, just like our other ball reviews coming very, very soon. So once the new Storm releases start coming and I end up getting my hands on them, I'll be able to get reviews to you guys very, very early. Huge thank you to Storm and huge thank you to bowling.com. Make sure to go shop at bowling.com if you want to buy anything online. They are incredible human beings over there. They are some of the greatest people I've worked with in the bowling industry so far. Just 10 out of 10 over there. Highly, highly recommend checking them out if you're shopping anywhere online. Existence, we hit. Mark, thanks for the bowling league. Thanks for the bowling league for beginners. I'm terrible, but you got me thinking about looking for an opening in a local league. Awesome. No, yeah. You do. There is no limit for joining a bowling league. You can be a 32 average and you can join bowling leagues, which is awesome. Stefan, I need Motive to re-release the Sigma line. They did kind of. That Super Clutch has the Sigma core, or one of the, like a version of the Sigma core, I think. But no, absolutely. People love that line. Freaky, what's up? Hello, Farquad. What's going on? What is going on? I don't know what you're talking about. I just dressed for the occasion. This is just something in my closet. Alice, the Equinox Solid is a best purchase. Nice. I love that. And you have to go bowling in it, obviously, without the gloves. I think I could. I have a cape. Like, there is a cape over here that you can't really see much. That would be the toughest part. This thing's also very, very warm. And my bowling alley likes to not put the AC on. Krusty, pick 3, my lord. Pick number 3. Bachelorette number 1. Radon, I'm able to buy a hammerhead abroad for cheaper than a hustle in my home country. That's crazy. I've only got a spare ball for about 2 months. Would the hammerhead be a good first ball? It's going to be strong, but absolutely it can be, especially if you can get it cheaper. Go ahead. Seth, why do you not like the direct hit? In my opinion, the direct hit is way too niche. I think that ball is just a little too niche, where you need to be very rev dominant or bowl on a house shot or on lanes that have very few mills. And you also have to drill the ball very, very weak. I drilled mine strong. That was a mistake because that ball overflares and doesn't do anything. So there's a lot of criteria that you have to hit for that ball to be good. That's when I don't consider a ball good. My big idea with a bowling ball is like, is a ball of the year? It is ball of the year when a lot of different bowling styles love it. Storm Phase 2, for example, a lot of different people love the Phase 2. Two-handers, one-handers, lefties, righties, high rev, low rev, high speed, low speed, whatever it may be. A lot of people love that ball. The direct hit, there's only one tiny subsection of people that are going to adore that ball, but that section is going to love that ball. So that's the big difference. That is the big difference with it all. G. Bryant, what's going on? I want to know what the new Storm release coming. I have not. There has been no announcement yet of any Storm release. Bowler's Journal did leak a Phase 2 Pearl, but that's been the only thing I've seen so far. Mike, we hit Yofo. Only ball on a house shot. Would it be a waste to buy a purple? Yeah, I would get a reactive ball. I don't think a purple is needed on a house shot. You can do a little better with other stuff. Kai, what's up? Larry Tripp, I saw a video, new Widow hybrid maybe coming, or maybe an overseas ball. Hey, that would be good. The Black Widow 2.0 hybrid has been out for 3 years, 4 years maybe. Can't remember. I think it's been 4. The original Black Widow was out since 2020. So I think the hybrid might have been out since 2021. So I bet we see a new one soon. Jake, wait, so is the alert not that smooth? It is still in the medium smooth category, but it's quicker than like a GB5 or a hammerhead or a stealth mode. It's going to be a little quicker down lane than those guys. Let's see, 40.8. Jojo, why can't Storm make another Victory Road? I don't know. I don't know much about that ball. That was a little before my time. The high roads do so well though, so they're going to keep rocking that. And any other non-high road ball generally doesn't do well. Road Warrior wasn't well. Well, it was kind of liked. The original The Road was not well liked. That ball was hated and discontinued so quickly. So, yeah. That's a tough piece. Tori saw X in the pit first 10 with the return. JBB liked it. First 10 anyway, but everyone else is bad. Seems like B7 is going to be B3 or B4 by the little they put into other brands. Yeah, I feel like kind of funny. I feel like X in the pit is backwards compared to the rest of the bowling community on a lot of bowling balls, where like everybody in bowling is like, yeah, the Cypher Pearl was not really a good ball. And those guys are like, this is the greatest ball ever. Huh. And yeah, which is weird. Ion Pro Solid. Everybody is saying that ball is goated. That ball is really, really good. And those guys are like, this ball sucks, which is weird. But you got to remember, this is a tough thing. I also always have to remember this is their lanes that they're on are very high friction and they put down a puddle of oil on them. Or yeah, puddle of oil on it. So their situation is different than a lot of other people. So if they like a ball, they have one guy, of course, throwing it. And that doesn't mean, if that guy loves that ball, it doesn't mean that everybody's going to like it. His style might fit really well with that ball and their house shot might fit it. That's a hard thing with these reviews is like, we don't have 10 people throwing the ball. We have one guy throwing it on one lane condition. So it might look great in that bowling center, but it might look terrible elsewhere. That's one of the toughest things with bowling. So that's why I try to get you guys info of like, this is what the general bowling community is saying right now. Because I hit up a lot of different sources checking, how is this ball? How is this ball? How is this ball here? How is this ball here? Trying to see if it's good or not. Scrimblow, what's up, man? They're going to make an identity solid to address the criticism of making the same ball. Same colorway as the first one, but a solid. Be wild. Albert Wolf, happy spooky stream. Did I miss the announcements? You did, but our big announcement is that we will be reviewing all brand new Storm releases starting on the next ball release. We will be having full-fledged reviews of me throwing all of the new Storm equipment, whatever it may be, a couple days after the ball gets announced. So Storm Products always announces their stuff on a Friday, but then on the next Monday, I am able to put out a ball review for you guys. So I'm going to have much more in-depth information on all of the Storm bowling products. Unfortunately, it is just Storm, and I am still not exclusive, so I will still be throwing everything. I will be comparing to everything. I'll be comparing to everybody. I will not be biased towards Storm. That's one of the cornerstones of the ZVL channel, is keeping that unbiased, keeping that just that true unbiased look at all of the equipment out there. So that's generally like the content creator pipeline. Is like you start with those intentions and then a company gives you a contract and you're like, ooh, gimme. And then you're gone and then you're in that company forever. That's not what we're doing. We are not doing that at all. Our goal is staying unbiased as much as we can. Elise, what's up? 61-28. That's just mean. Just rude. Balrog, you look good with long black hair. Thanks, man. I've been growing it out for months. Can't believe you guys haven't noticed. Crazy. Crazy that you guys didn't see that. Graham, are you an SBI staffer now? No, I am not a staffer. I am not a staffer. I am not just throwing Storm equipment. So I'm throwing everything. So huge thank you again to both Storm and bowling.com for that, for seeing potential in me being able to actually bring good information to the masses. That's our goal for the channel. There's a lot of garbage information out there, and we want to be able to sift through it and get you guys actually true, correct information. But anyways, Chris Keck, fairly new to bowling. I tend to play straighter angles in terms of strong, medium, weak, and smooth or sharp. What should I be targeting? You are definitely going to like, a lot of the smoother stuff, but well, it all depends. Like trying to play straight, you might be a high rev guy, high speed trying to play straight, or low rev, low speed. That gets a little bit tough, but generally when you want to play straighter, smoother equipment is better. You're going to want it to be a little slower. So you're probably going to want medium smooth, weak and smooth. Try that out. And then, yeah, target those balls. Yeah. Hey, Robert Smith. Hi there. I was listening, talking about the new lines in the Brunswick family. The Widow V1 is a clean effect tour. That's exactly it. Yeah, that ball is exactly a step down, a cleaner, quicker effect tour. And I love the Effect Tour. I think that's one of the best balls on the market. That is like a staple in any tournament I'm going to. And then for house shots as well, it looks awesome for me. I spin it a little more than a lot of people. So that also makes it like those tour balls are a little better. Those strong covers, weaker cores. But that is awesome. And I'm loving the Lord Farquaad. Thanks, man. James, do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? John, I've been trying to find info on a very old ball, but turning to y'all, it's the Storm Marvel S. Where to look and what is closely related? Honestly, probably a Rockstar. I think a Rockstar will be close. That Marvel S was the solid version because Marvel's solid. That was like a 248048 core or so, somewhere around that. So I think like it's a slightly weaker Rockstar solid is where I will get it. You're going to notice a massive difference because that ball is so old and the cover is old tech. So there's going to be more quickness to it. Robert, alert has a bit of pop. Exactly. Yep, it's kind of surprising. Based on the specs, everyone was like, this is a smooth ball. You play up the boards. No. You are not going to be doing that with that ball. Joseph, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Mike, at least gets all the releases for the reviews and no one has that much storage space. No, yeah, she is on Brunswick and Motive's send list. Yeah, so Nick Smith runs Brunswick's send list, and then I don't know who runs Motives, but yeah, they have larger content creator pools than Storm does for who they send stuff to. So like Charles from The Hype is on all three of them. Luke Rosdahl is on Brunswick and Motives. He asked to get a smaller one from Brunswick, though, because of the same situation. 300 Dreaming, on your recommendation, I got the High Road 40 in the Phase 2. Love that, love that. Let's see. Jake, you're not stuck in a brand forever. Sean Rash has proven that wrong. Yep. If you make choices, they can sometimes have consequences. Colby, what's going on? Thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Let's see. Blank Space. What is the next ball for a two-hander after having a Phase 2? So after a Phase 2, you're going to want stuff that's going to be a little bit quicker, a little bit cleaner. I prefer the medium sharp category right next to it. If you want a bigger differentiation, you can go with like the weak smooth or weak sharp category. Weak sharp would be like High Road 40 is really good. Other brands, there really isn't much from other brands right now. Intel Pearl just released. Intel Recon, I think looks pretty good. It's getting no coverage, but that ball looks pretty good. Motive doesn't really have much there right now, but High Road 40 is the best Storm one. If you go to medium sharp, you've got like Rockstar Amped, you've got Ember, you've got GB5 Pearl, Piranha Power Core Pearl, Primal Rage. I probably have thrown way too many bowling balls at you, so apologies, but those are some options that are going to be good. You're going to want a shiny bowling ball, a pearl ball at the end of the day is the best way to put it. I saw a question, someone about a spare ball. White dots aren't around anymore, I don't think, right? T-zones are the place. Just get a T-zone. They're cheap. They're easy. They usually don't chip too quickly. As long as your pro shop is able to bevel out the fingers, it won't break too easily. Ty, oh, I have jet black hair in my face. Love it. Ty, Rockstar Amped 4.5 by 3x2. Okay, higher speed, low rev. I like it. I like it a lot. I think that's a good, that's pretty similar to what I've got on mine, actually. I have a little longer pin. I think I'm at a 5-inch pin. Emmanuel, is the Rotogrip Gremlin a good complement to the, yeah, we hit that one. The answer is yes. Yofo, Shocker Phase 2, two-handed lefty. I'd recommend Shock. I think it's a little smoother. I think that'll be better for a high rev lefty. Existence, if I got an alert, I could get a Theorem Solid as a strong smooth ball, or would they be too similar? No, there's enough differences. Yeah, you can get Theorem Solid into alert, might be a one of the better Brunswick 1-2 combos on the market right now. That's actually a really good combo. I would like that a lot. I think if you had to start an arsenal from scratch for Brunswick, those two would be on the list. And I know the alert, it's a little too early to say anything, but it's looking good. Joff, I've tried the Rockstar Amped, and I think that is one of my favorite balls right now. Dude, that's where I feel right now. Like, I'm trying not to be, like, a complete shill, but wow, is that ball really good? Ball's awesome. All right, we are at 650, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this start giveaway button. Now, we have 20 minutes. I think a 20-minute timer just began. Streamlabs just put out a note on all of our different channels minus TikTok. TikTok, you're going to have to jump to YouTube or Twitch for this. So YouTube and Twitch are going to be the two big ones here. But if you want to win a tub of GFuel's newest Halloween flavor, make sure to put in !raffle. !raffle will get you into the giveaway. Anybody can join it, by the way. I'd appreciate it if you subscribed, but !raffle should get you there. Eric, thank you for being the guinea pig on this. It did work. So if you're on YouTube or Twitch, !raffle, you will jump in to the giveaway. Now, I lied a little bit. I was supposed to start this 10 minutes ago. Apologies for that. So 7:10 is when we're going to be announcing a winner for a tub of GFuel. Now, the one issue is I believe GFuel is asking for, let's see. Yeah, everybody's joining. I love it. I absolutely love it. It is working. Perfect. I was a little worried if this was going to work or not. But the one unfortunate, I will be trying to contact you. YouTube does not have a DM feature. We will have to find a way. I have plenty of other socials that you can contact me at, though, but I want to make sure that I get the right person. So !raffle gets you into the giveaway. I'm going to be saying that a lot in the next couple, next 20 minutes. So apologies. It's probably going to get annoying, but we are still going to be going full bowling Q&A today. We are answering all of your guys' questions about every single bowling thing out there in a beautiful Lord of Duloc outfit, because he is the greatest animated character of all time. Not even close, but Shrek is still one of the best animated movies. But make sure to subscribe or follow on whatever platform you're on. If you do want to help the channel, we do have a membership option on YouTube. I believe it's $4 or $5, and then you can become a YouTube member. Be a great way to help support the channel, and you get access to a couple videos early every month. So that's a really cool feature of that one. But we are done. Oh, a couple more shameless plugs. Make sure to go check out bowling.com up here. Wow, that point was perfect off the rip. Make sure to check out bowling.com for any online bowling things that you need to buy. They are some of the best in the industry. They are amazing human beings over there. So I'd really appreciate if you can go check them out if you're going to go buy any bowling products. We do have a partnership going on with them. I actually have a call to extend it tomorrow, hopefully. That'd be awesome. But yeah, if you can go check them out. Otherwise, also, big sponsor of this stream is GFuel. GFuel is offering one free tub of their newest Halloween flavors free of charge to one person in the community. And it should be a pretty small, this should be a pretty, your odds are pretty high of winning. Right now, you have a 1 in 33 chance of winning. I think it's like a $50 tub or so. I think it's about $55, 50, $55. Not entirely positive, but super cool to see. It looks like, yeah, people are still joining. Okay, it's perfectly real time. I love to see that. All right, let us keep going with a lot of these lovely questions that are going on. Mike McSmith, is the new Intel and GB5 Pearl too close? No, I don't think so. I think there's a little bit of a difference. I think the GB5 Pearl is a little stronger and a little bit smoother too. 300 Dreaming, I got a 3D offset, shot 671. Nice, love to see that. And Revs, what is up? Larry Tripp, Ron from CTD has a new video on the Alert versus Shock. We'll watch it after the live stream. I haven't checked that out yet. He must have released that right before stream. So I got to check that out. And then how do you compare the Radical Evil Eye to the Stealth mode? So the Evil Eye is that little bit stronger. And then depending on the layout you put on it, it'll probably be a little bit smoother, or it's a little bit quicker. Sorry. It's a little bit earlier, but a little bit quicker depending on the layout that you put on it. If you put a generic layout on that Evil Eye, 4.5-inch pin, 45 by 4.5 by 45, it'll be very close to that stealth mode. If you put something different, like one of the layouts that Radical does, which I highly recommend doing that instead, because the core is so finicky with where you put the fingers and holes to really change how it's going to react, then it's going to be a little bit stronger probably. Zach Oaks looking for a new strong and sharp ball between the Energize, Hysteria, Hyperdrive Pearl, and the Combat. Yeah, so what I'm seeing right now from all of those, Energize is going to be the smoothest of them all. That ball's fairly smooth, yeah, a little bit earlier. Hysteria is going to be right behind it in terms of it's going to be a little longer, but a little bit quicker. Hyperdrive Pearl is going to be the longest and the quickest, and the Combat is nearly identical to the Evoke Hysteria. So they're all very, very close. Those are all really good bowling balls. You can't really go wrong with them, but the Energize is going to be the earliest of the bunch. If you want a true strong and sharp ball, I recommend the Hysteria or the Combat. RST Hyperdrive Pearl is a little bit weaker than the rest of them if you want something closer to medium and sharp. Jake, is the Evil Eye the strongest medium smooth or one of the weakest strong smooth? I'm bumping it to the strong and smooth category. It's going to be one of the weaker strong and smooth balls. After talking to a couple guys at Brunswick and doing a couple of other things, it definitely fits in the strong and smooth list. Dan, I'm rev dominant, but I've actually had the best luck in my league's fresh house shot with the magic gem. Magical balls are super over under. That makes sense. It's probably very, very cliffed. Maribeth, what's up? What are we doing? What do you mean? Dude, you haven't been here for a while? We've been growing this out for a bit. This is just my new look. Yeah, I've just changed the style up a little bit. It's fine. Okay. I don't see a weird thing going on, man. I don't see anything. All right, we have 41 people in the giveaway right now. If you guys want to join the GFuel giveaway, make sure to go check out YouTube or Twitch. Put in !raffle to be able to win a tub of GFuel. We'll be doing the giveaway in 19 minutes, 50, no. I did 20 hours. What? Whoops. Okay, we will be doing it in 13 minutes. There had to be a problem. I thought I was doing 20 minutes. I did 20 hours. Well, tomorrow at 2 p.m. No, we'll be doing it in 13 minutes. We'll be doing it at exactly 7:10 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. I am royally behind on comments, so I got to catch up a little bit. I got to catch up a lot of it. Mike Mill, Widow Tour, Black Level, Red Pearl, Hammer, Gremlin, Bubblegum Vibe, Hammer Effect. Widow Tour, Level, Purple, Gremlin, Bubblegum Effect. A lot of shiny stuff. I'd recommend another solid ball in there, but it's looking good. Jake, they really tried to make the alert look like a Venom Shock, and they even made an orange pin. Oh, absolutely they did. Yeah, their marketing was like, hey, that ball, the Snake Ball does good. Let's make Snake Ball. But no, it's nothing close to the Venom Shock. Anthony, Hyperdrive Solid, Phase 2, AJ Jackal, Gremlin, OG Blue and Purple, Zen, and Max Thrill Hybrid. That one, I'm not seeing as many shiny balls. It's looking a lot, I think that one's a little better in terms of like how well-rounded the arsenal is. I think just a strong and sharp ball is the play. Brandon, what do we think Storm's big releases that they're hinting at? There's been a lot of people saying a lot of things, so I am not sure. Jake, is the Evil Eye oh, we hit that one. Sorry, Jake. Mike Mill, can I send you a message asking about my arsenal? For sure, Mike. Absolutely. Yeah, my DMs, by the way, always open in terms of questions. Always open in terms of questions. I get back to you guys within like 12 hours all the time, unless it's at night, of course. But I will try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. I have my DMs open on every single platform. I don't want to be one of those guys that closes their DMs like a lot of other bowling creators. But we are, yeah, they are always open. I think, yeah, who ended up saying I bought, oh, I didn't mean to borrow. I didn't do that. Who said that? Seth, I bug you 24/7. Yeah, me and Seth are talking all the time. So yeah, please, absolutely. Please hit me up. Yofo, are motive balls really worth the extra money? If you like motive, yes. If you don't, I mean, it's hard. It is generally you're spending 20 to 30 more dollars on a ball. Motive, what you're getting is you know exactly where that ball fits in your bag. You know exactly what that ball is going to do, and you know it's made for a lot of different conditions, and you know it's going to be smoother. So is it worth it is really subjective. It's up to the person. A lot of people who throw motive are like, hell yeah, this is the greatest thing ever. A lot of people who don't like motive are like, oh God, please no. Anything but that. RJ, on my current arsenal, I have the Scorpion Strike. As a ball junkie, is the No Doubt worth getting? The No Doubt's down to $112. Huh. No, if you have a Scorpion Strike, no, but that is a really good price for that ball. That's kind of crazy, crazy cheap. House Hack, No Mercy. Oh, that was the old Vibes. Okay, that was the old weak ball. Got it. Darren, what's your comment on the Ethos? Ethos Solid is good. It's just overcrowded in that spot right now. It's super slow down lane. Very slow. It's a really good ball for the cliff, but it does hook pretty early. So be ready for that. Existence. If I got an alert, could I? Yep, we hit that one. KBR Quad Fire is the best. That's what's in the yeah, that's what's in the Supras right now. It's a Quad Fire. Nick, what are your recommendations on too much entry angle? So you're going to need either a smoother bowling ball or you're going to have to be more up the back of the ball, more of that spin going end over end compared to sideways. Mike Mitchell, can confirm your response to DMs. Exactly. That is one of our biggest things. I am always available to you guys. I was just on a call with somebody right before this, actually. 2 calls, actually, with people. One of them was to trade on Pokemon Legends EA, but still, that was someone who hangs out in our Discord. If you want to join our Discord, by the way, links are down below in our descriptions. There's over 800 people right now of bowlers just talking anything and everything bowling. I'm on it a lot of times a day. It's the best way to get access to me. I check that more than most other places. Warren, how does the Rockstar compare to the Hammerhead? A little weaker, a little quicker. House Hack, 1% of people equals Phil. Reese just got the hyper venom not too long ago, and it looks good so far. I love that. I love that. That's good. Awesome. Bobby D, what do you think of the alert versus the combat? Oh, very, very different bowling balls. Yeah. The alert is going to be actually, well, it's probably going to hook a little later, but it's going to be a lot smoother down lane. That combat has that ASIM core, so it's going to handle a lot of oil better than that alert. Oh, KBR, X in the pit is on wood. Oh, that's a big difference. That is a massive, massive thing to be aware of, is what surface people are bowling on. That is huge. That is a very important thing to keep track of. Holy cow. Streamlabs is going nuts. Oh, lordy. Streamlabs is having a wonderful old time right now. Jim, what are the best bowling balls for pin down? Pin down, you're going to like those stronger bowling balls, because what that does is lower the flare. It's going to cause it to be smoother. So the stronger bowling balls will be better pin down. Rogue, heard bowling talk. What's going on, man? Hammer Effect Tour. IMO, that thing is a beast. Oh, dude, I love mine. I bought a second one. I haven't put holes in it yet, but I think I might do that for Nationals this year. Probably in like January or February, I'll put holes in the new one. Same with the Scorpion low flare. Those are two of my goats right now, and has been for about a year. Thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it over on TikTok. Gavin, thoughts on the alert being more aggressive? Yes, absolutely. 100%. Yeah, we were hitting that up a little bit. Sir Isaac Newman, thank you for the follow. No, we definitely were talking about that earlier, of the alert being quicker than we anticipated. Eric Hernandez, the whole strong, medium, weak, strong, sharp has been super helpful. Good, man. I'm really glad you enjoy that. That the goal, like, I know a lot of people have been hitting me up on Facebook quite a bit of like, this is stupid. Like, it's kind of funny. Somebody posted it on the main motive Facebook group. Brett Spangler comments immediately like, we have our own chart. And then a lot of people are like, yeah, this one's garbage. For the record, it was a copy paste, basically. Like, my motive chart is literally just a dump of the motive guide, just in what we use for the channel. So that was kind of funny. But anyways, we do that just to try to differentiate, because it's so hard as a bowler. And I've been there. I've been bowling for years. I haven't been doing this content stuff for long. There's so many times you step into it like, hey, we have this new Brunswick alert that's coming out. What is it? And if you don't know like exact RG, diff, int diff, you don't know what it all means or how it compares, it's so hard to know, what does this ball do besides picking the one with the cool colors or that you like best. So that guide helps you determine, all right, 6-ball arsenal, these are the things I need to fit. And I want to preface with all of that, by the way, too, I need to give the largest credit to Chris Barnes. He's the one who originally came up with an idea like this of a 1 through 6 system. So go check out Beef and Barnesy. Go tell Chris Barnes he's the best ever. He's very close to that. But yeah, it's an idea from him, which is awesome. Wayne, I agree with 90% of X in the pit. The stuff they love, I do too. There you go. And that's a big one with ball reviews, is like, if you do end up going with one, does this person like this ball or not? And do you like it? If you do and they do, you guys might throw it similar. You guys might just like the same stuff. Actually, my cousin, he's a 900 global staffer right now. He is polar opposite with one of his friends on what bowling balls he likes. Like, if he loves a ball, he knows his other friend who throws storm stuff is going to despise it. It's just how he does it, which is hilarious to me. He's like, yep, I like this ball, so person A is going to hate it. And it's usually correct. It's like genie in a bottle type thing. If both of them like the same ball, then you're like, oh God, we have the greatest ball ever here. 300, I throw down the 1 to 2 arrow. The alert works best for me. Love that. Steven, just switch to one hand, no thumb. Low axis tilt, very forward roll. Can you recommend ball types? You're going to want more angular bowling balls. You're going to want quicker pearls. That's going to be your favorite thing. Rick, when is the next viewer arsenal review? We had one just go out. I need to get another one ready. I'm hoping the Saturday the 8th? 11th. No. 8th. Yes, Saturday the 8th is my hope. What's this ball Storm is teasing? We are not sure yet. BLT, hope you're doing good. What is drink of the day? Today's drink of the day is a Miami Nights from GFuel. It's one of their energy packets. So you just put it into water. It tastes really good. It's like I think they called it a strawberry colada. Tastes very similar to that. Bart, what's going on? Pravada, welcome back. One noticeable thing I love to keep seeing is his channel's growth. Hey man, you've been here since the start, and I want to give, like, you guys are the reasons that we have 120 plus people hanging out in all of our chats right now. You guys are incredible, amazing human beings. And that's why I want to try giving back more to you guys. trying to travel more, see you guys, help you guys. That's why DMs are, of course, always open. That's why we have so many different ways to reach out. That's why we actually do a lot of the things we do. And now that we're actually getting to a point where things are like really at a true point where we're able to be a bigger name, I want to give back to you guys even more. That's our goal here. Asian is queso. Thank you for the follow. Love that. Alex, I mean, that'd be interesting. I was thinking maybe a new virtual energy. Dude, if we could get the Axiom back, we'll never get the Axiom back, but that'd be amazing. Off with your head. That's a different movie. Hold on. That was God, what was the live action? The Alice in Wonderland with Johnny Depp. That thing was weird. I watched that on a plane one year to Vegas for nationals. That was wild. All right, final check. We have 4 minutes remaining. We currently have 49 people in this giveaway right now. We have 49 people getting in for a giveaway for the GFuel Halloween flavor. I am not positive that you'll get this Chucky flavor, but there are a bunch of other GFuel flavors that you can get. So if you want to try to win one, make sure to put !raffle in YouTube or Twitch chat. It will not work in the other chats, unfortunately. So it gives you enough time to go check out ZVL Bowling on those platforms, and then make sure you do it there. Unfortunately, the reason I do that is my Streamlabs only works on those 2 sites. Very, very disappointing, but that's just how it goes. So Joshua, yep, that's how you enter. So you'll have to be on YouTube or Twitch. It doesn't connect to anything else, unfortunately. Very disappointing. All right, now I have to scroll through 8 billion raffles. All right, there it is. Raindrop. If you know, would the Equinox Solid be a good replacement for the Sub-Zero? It is going to be a quicker replacement. So it's going to be a little later, but a lot sharper down lane than that Sub-Zero. I think it's more versatile. That Sub-Zero is really good in a couple situations. Mike, I just sent you a message on TikTok. Awesome. Perfect. Sounds good. Let me move that over. Make sure TikTok doesn't kick me out. Freaky, is the alert probably close to the Venom Shock? No, I don't think so. I think it's stronger and quicker. It is definitely stronger and quicker than that. Moose, what do you think the new Storm Ball is? We will see. Freaky, Shiny Solid and Matte Pearls are better than everything else. Hey, I'm the opposite. I like solid stuff better. So it all depends on your style. All it depends on that lovely style. Existence. Funny thing I thought of would be lined up and going to throw the alert and accidentally throwing the Theorem Solid and going through the face because the alert and Theorem Solid look so similar. Hey, I have seen plenty of people who walk up and like, wait a minute, wrong ball. Hold on. All right, we are seeing all the raffles. Bart, all pass. Save you the cost of shipping it halfway around the world. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the one stipulation is this is US only. US only. I forgot to mention that piece. So if you win it and you are not US, I will find a different way. I will find a way to get something else to you. I'll probably try to get you like a ZVL Chamois or something in place of that if you end up winning it and you are not a US resident. If you are a US resident, then you will be getting the GFuel. I gotta figure out some new chamois too. That's gotta be coming soon. Turtle Guy, I have to leave in like 5. Can I still enter? Yeah, Turtle, if you end up winning, just check out this VOD after. What ends up happening here is I send all of these to, I'll send this, and then whoever the winner is to GFuel, and they will send it out to you specifically is what's going to happen. I did see somebody ask, how do you get a ZVL chamois? dhlabs.com. Down in our descriptions, we do have a link. Yes, I have my current colorway here. Our current colorway is a red and black Spider-Man ZVL chamois. It isn't actually based on Spider-Man. It just ironically happened that way. So if you want one of those, it's about $24 after shipping from dhlabs.com. Love those guys to pieces. They make really cool chamois. I just actually opened a new one yesterday during practice. Brennan, can you make a video on building a 3-ball arsenal for house shot with the ocean vibe? Unfortunately, that's a little too specific, Brennan, but what I do have is I have a 3-ball arsenal guide. So what you can do is just assume the ocean vibe is in the weak and sharp category and then build from there. So check out a 3-ball arsenal guide from ZVL on YouTube and you'll be able to find it. Amazing Robin, getting my swag balls plugged this weekend. Hey, I hope you like them. Hope you like them. Remember how smooth they are. Remember they are smoother. Forrest, I recently got a DV8 Verge Hybrid for almost nothing. Any thoughts on it? It's smooth, very slow. It's a little stronger. It's like medium smooth probably would be my place for it. All right. With that, though, we are officially done with our giveaway. 57 total people entered the giveaway. We are closing those entries. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our official giveaway. Adora, thank you for the follow. We have our official giveaway of the GFuel tub. So what is going to happen is I will be asking, let me make sure I'm getting it right from GFuel so I don't mess this up, because that is the last thing I want to do for you guys. All right. So when we do give it away, US based only. If you're not US, we'll talk. I need your Twitch handle /name and your email address. I know you can win it on YouTube, but if you end up winning, shoot me a DM. Now, if you win, shoot me a DM. I am available on Instagram. I'm available on Discord. I'm available on TikTok. Twitch does have a whisper feature. I have my email. So if you end up winning, if I choose your username, then you will make sure you email me directly and we will work out exactly how to get it going. With that, let me go to the right page. We don't have a drum roll, but good luck, residents of Duloc. Whoever kills the ogre will win this. That's what I should have done. That would have been the play, man. That would have been the vibe, is saying whoever kills the ogre. All right, and our winner is... All right, we have a YouTube member, Dusty Dia Roush. Dusty Dia Roush is the winner. I will be putting that down in the restream. Dusty, congratulations. Let me know in chat if you're still hanging out. Massive congrats to Dusty. Please say something down below in the chat if you're here. If I don't hear from you in the next like 20 or so minutes and you didn't mention that you would be gone, then we will try to find a different way. But congratulations, Dusty. Please say something down below in the YouTube chat. You are our winner of a GFuel tub. So let me know what you say. Thank you, everybody who joined. I want to do more giveaways like this. I'm glad Streamlabs actually works like this. We might give away some new ZVL Shammies sometime soon. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. James, do you think it's primarily the price of motive gear is why it's not more popular? Yes, 100%. Yeah, that's a big one. All right, Dusty with the win. Dusty, say something in chat when you are, just to make sure that you're here so I can check that you're here, and we will get everything figured out. Hey, there you are. Congratulations, Dusty. Dusty, let me know what you're going to reach out on. Let me know if you're going to hit me up on whatever messaging site and send me a message and I will work through it. We'll work together after stream to get you that tub of GFuel. Huge congratulations, man. Love to see that. And thank you guys, everybody who jumped in for our very first giveaway. This was the first giveaway of the channel ever. So congratulations. We did one on Discord actually for a Guess My series. That one was pretty fun. That one was super fun. Give away a direct hit. Yeah, you actually win my used torpedo direct hit. That would just be mean. That would just be rude, right? Raindrop we hit. Let's see. Bobby D, the direct hit chamois I mocked up in Discord would be high. So no. No. You'll email? Awesome. Yeah, email me in the next hour or so and we'll work it out. How often should we replace our chamois mic? If I was a salesperson, I would say every week. But because I'm another bowler, you can actually use the same chamois forever. So there is actually a really good way to clean your chamois. What you can do is, I'd say after like, I usually do it when I'm noticing that the chamois is a little too flimsy and like seems a little too oil soaked. That is when I will get a bucket or just something of hot water, put some dish soap in it, put my chamois in it, make sure it's submerged, let that hang there for a while, let the water get really dark and dirty, dump it out. Do the same thing over and over until the water isn't murky and dirty anymore, and then your chamois is going to be good to go. You extract all of that oil out of it. Luckily, oil is something you can get out of those things. So that's awesome. Robin, ZVL mystery ball giveaway. Everyone will know what it is. It will actually be, what am I trying to give away? Ooh, my old Tank Blitz. I actually bought a new Tank Blitz, used, but a newer one that has less games because I think that's one of the greatest balls ever created. Matt Sickmond, any bowling books you recommend? There aren't many good bowling books. There's a couple. I had one from years ago that I really liked. I don't remember what it was. Man, I forgot what it was. It was good. Was it Hit Your Mark, stupid? It might have been. I don't remember. But it was a really good book, honestly. It was low-key great. Existence, if I want to deviate dark side, the goat ball, only explanation. Yeah, I might be giving mine away soon. I probably won't. It's still a good ball. I still like it. I still like that thing. James, we hit. We got all the W's. Thank you, everybody who's like being super kind towards Dusty. That's awesome. It's always interesting seeing different content creators communities, if they're super toxic or super positive or whatever it may be. It's great to see that you guys are super positive about this. I love seeing that. Thank you guys for being like an incredible community of bowlers, incredible community of people. You guys are the best. ADHD throwing the lock in league tonight, my lord. Oh, if I could, I would. If I had it, I would love to. That would have been so good. How much is a Storm lock right now? I would actually need a Storm Sherlock. That was my goat. The Sherlock was one of my goats. No, my God, $290. Oh, no. That's a brand new one. Yeah, we ain't buying that. We ain't buying that. Austin Wells, what do you think of the Steel Forge compared to the Nuke? It's better than the Nuke. The Steel Forge is better. It's quicker, though. A lot of people are liking it. Motive's hyping it up a lot. A lot of Motive staffers really like it. I haven't seen it go down the lane much. The hard thing with Motive stuff is a lot of Motive fans who only throw Motive throw that stuff all the time. But a lot of like not free agents, but like guys who throw everything, the open to any brand, they don't throw a lot of like the strong Motive stuff. And I think that's because of the price point. Like what was mentioned, the price point is just very, very high. It's unfortunate. They do have good stuff, though. They do have good stuff. Noah, Farquaad is pretty hard when you look as tall as you are. That was the reason I did. I promised somebody, God, I don't even talk to him anymore. That was months ago. That like, yeah, I'm being Farquaad for Halloween this year. Like it had to happen. So here we are. I actually joked about it last year as well. I was waiting for a lull, Mike. Yeah, good call there. There was a lot. Apologies, especially YouTube chat. If I missed your chat, please put it in again because we had all of those exclamation point raffles going on. So apologies. Tim the Tapman fan, what's up, man? Hey, boss man, just got a new ball. It's my 4th ball. It's the Road, the overseas one. Oh, that's dope. Nice. Love that. Brent, what do you think about the new rumored Zero Mercy? How was the original? So the original No Mercy, somebody said, was like a vibe. Was basically a super weak ball. So if there is a Zero Mercy, there's no shot it's a remake of a super weak ball. Like none of the companies hype up their weak equipment at all. Like, I mean, when the Typhoon was released, staffers didn't even get that ball. A lot of ball reviewers just didn't get it. Loudon, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, man. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be that weak, probably. Existence. If I sent an email a while ago for an Arsenal review, did I have to specify for a ball review? Because I feel like I would have been in one because I think it's been like April. So Existence, I'm royally behind. I have so many of those Arsenal reviews to do. I actually have to try to work with somebody to try to speed up my process, because right now those are actually my longest videos to make, are the Arsenal reviews, because I have to do all the prep of getting the pictures ready and the chart ready and all that, and then I have to go record it, and they're always 30+ minute videos. So I need to find a way to make it quicker, but I gotta go quicker. Corey, you're talking about the GB5 a lot. Which one? So if I'm talking about the like a smoother ball, GB5 solid. If I say just GB5, I usually mean GB5 solid. For GB5 Pearl, I will say GB5 Pearl. Both are really good, by the way. Anything with a game breaker on the side is awesome. So Mark Baker has a book. I forgot about that, man. See, I can't read, so I don't know. No, yeah, that's awesome. RJ, I like your giveaway method. No stupid wheel to spin. Well, like, there's a lot of ways to do giveaways, and one of my least favorites is like, you have to super chat or something like that. Like, I never like that. I don't want you guys to give money to try to be in a giveaway. I'm not trying to make a quick buck off of a giveaway. No, the goal is that you guys can all enter it for free. So you're not just getting people who are able to dump money to a streamer can still win. Because, I mean, I know when I was watching back in college, I wasn't going to dump $20 to win a giveaway. I would never do that. I didn't have the cash for that. But if it's free, hell yeah, I'm in. So I want to be able to give that to you guys for free. That's our goal here. And I'm never going to do like, you get double the chances if you pay. No, we ain't doing that here. We ain't that kind of streamer here. As I say that, Dan gives 10 memberships. Thank you so much, Dan. Holy cow. A ton of people just became YouTube members. Huge thank you. We're going to see a nice little spam. Oh, wow. I got to go check out who all got it. First of all, Dan, massive, massive thank you for the 10 gifted. Really do appreciate that. You are the absolute GOAT. Love seeing you in here all the time, man. Let's see. We have Mike Mitchell, Delivery to Joe, Kelso, that guy Tyler, Dondrick Ray, Joey Bravo, not to be confused with Johnny Bravo, of course, Billy M, Caprone Slay, C Harris, Buzz the Bowler, all with gifted memberships. Congratulations to all of those guys. They're still showing up on the screen right now. Give a big congrats to them. But a bigger congrats to Dan. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted, man. Really do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. You guys are way too generous, man. Wayne, I gave away like 8 to 10 balls this year that I didn't use. Getting rid of the special effect was the highlight of my year. Dude, no one likes that ball. Why? I thought it was okay. But everybody who got it hated it. Wait, Mark Baker has a DVD as well? Man, we're going back to 2015. I'm kidding. Brendan Shepard. Is there any tips for high school bowling team? You're a freshman. Yeah. Your goal as a freshman, your goal on a high school team is hitting the pocket. Carry percent, or not carry percentage, fill percentage is one of the biggest stats for a high schooler. So you want to be a high fill percentage. That is going to be your goal. So you want to be picking up those spares, but you want to hit the pocket a lot. You don't want to be leaving splits. You want the pins you leave to be next to each other. So you want your goal, hit the pocket as many times as you can. I wouldn't focus on carry as much, just hit the pocket a lot. The more times you hit the pocket, more times you're probably going to strike. And then once you get that down, then we can start working on, you know, carrying and what is good ball motion, which I have a really, or not big, but like I have a video about ball motion coming out next week, which is going to be really fun. It actually like a top-down view of the lane or above view of the lane, actually seeing what different bowling balls do on a house shot to try to help you guys see like what is ball motion, what's good, what's bad. Matthew, yes, somebody did win. We had Dusty with the dub over on YouTube with the nice dub. Forest High Road Hybrid is my go-to. Hey, that's awesome. Love that. I'd be interested in trying out other balls in that realm. High Road 40 is a Pearl version. That's going to be a little weaker, a little quicker. If you want to go a little stronger, the 900 Global Ember is going to be fairly close in reaction as well. Lincoln Dots, morning, my lord. How does the Equinox Solid compare to the Black Widow 3.0? I mean, you're kind of comparing like a Fiona to like a Cinderella, right? No, it's a terrible comparison. Actually, it's not a bad comparison. Equinox Solid is just a little quicker down lane. Fairly close reactions, but the Equinox Solid is quicker. Tim the Tapman fan, do you know the diff between the overseas one and the one we have in the States? I think they're the same. If the original Hybrid, the Road Warrior has a higher diff, the Road or the Road Warrior, but well, actually, which Road overseas is it? Storm Road overseas. The Road S, the Road X, the Road Z. Gabriel, thank you for becoming a member, man. Welcome, welcome. Did someone give a, no, you just became a member. Love that, man. RJ talking about the perception versus reality wheel. Dude, I hate when people do wheels like that. It's one of my, I've been watching live streams since I was like 12 years old. So like 16 years now, I've been watching live streams, watching giveaways. I hate that one, bro. Because it can be manipulated. Mike Mitchell, Motive is the Toyota of bowling. Great products, but super proud of it. Oh, absolutely. 100%. Yeah. Absolutely. They have a very strong fan base, which is awesome. Hammer is very similar as well, where if you're a Hammerhead, you throw Hammer and there's nothing else in your bag. If you're a Motive fan, you throw Motive. There's very little else in your bag. But of course, people always try them, other things, but that is just more of that fandom is more like that, which is okay. That's perfect. Like, you do you, boo-boo. Whatever it may be, there's no right or wrong answer to any of it. Che, why do I keep leaving 10 pins? Whenever you're leaving too many, make sure to move a little bit. Make sure to move just a little bit on the lane. Robin shot a 5-bagger with the stealth mode, 21 mile an average speed. You are yucking it, man. That's awesome, though. Love that for you. Love that. Chris Keck, the Crown Victory has been very good to me. What would be the best compliment to it in terms of medium category? I think the Alert. I think the Alert is a really good combo to it. So I'd go Alert. But the other ones you mentioned are also very close. I wouldn't go Widow 2 or V1. I think that's also just like that half step up, but in a similar vein. So I wouldn't do that. Eric, if you were able to choose a scent for a Stormbolt Blueberry. Yep, give me the Axiom scent. Give me the, I think it's the Ion Pro Solid has blueberry, right? Is it? Let's see. Storm Ion Pro Solid. I think that one has blubbery. Storm fix their website. Let's go. They don't have the scent of the Ion Pro Solid, do they? Oh, they do. Blueberry donut. Yeah, Ion Pro Solid. I need to get one, man. If anybody from Storm's listening, I'll pay you $400 for an Ion Pro Solid. G9, I have the 900 Global Origin. I'll get actually the smelliest one, please. I have the 900 Global Origin and an Idle Cosmos. What's a third ball I'm missing? Origin, Cosmos. Ooh, you might like something smoother. Well, yeah, maybe. I'd go something weaker. High Road 40 might fit really well in that arsenal. It's another dark green ball. It's the same exact colorway as the Cosmos, but I think that's a good combo in there as well. Then you have a strong, medium, and weak, all with similar ball reactions. Let's see. Forest, High Road Hybrid is my go-to. Oh, we hit that one. Yeah, Mark Baker has a DVD. That's awesome. Dan the man, big ups. Absolutely. Dan is 100% the goat of the day. The absolute goat of the day. Jake, so I'm getting the best ball from those 6 releases. Were the alert followed by the... Yeah, I would go alert into energize is my like 1-2 combo there of like best releases from the last Brunswick drop. That alert is really good. The energize, I personally am really liking. I will be bringing it to a tournament this weekend. We have a our Masters tournament for our Twin Cities area. So if you're in Minnesota, come do the Twin Cities Masters. I don't know how pricey it is, but I will be there. I will be bowling it. I will be attempting to actually make a cut at a Masters tournament. I'm really bad at that. I am awful in Masters tournaments. I won one, and then I make very few cuts outside of that one, and I don't know why. I just suck at them. JR jumping back in. I just drilled an alert for what he was just pounding. Barks was just pounding that C4 that he got. He just popped a hole in the bottom and shotgunned it quick. I just drilled an alert for one of the staffers out here to compliment his Crown Vic, and I drilled an alert for myself. Dude, that is the greatest way to be a pro shop guy, is like 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 2 for me. It's the best way to go at it. Let's see. Yeah, Joe, you did get one too. You did get one too. Who'd I just see? Ken, Zach, pick up your spares. I've been doing okay on spares lately. I've been doing okay. I've been doing better than I thought. Dude, they should do a celebrity tournament. Bro, there's actually a couple, for some reason, football players love bowling. There's a couple football players I've actually talked to who have asked me for Arsenal advice. So I think a celebrity tournament with athletes could be super, super good. I don't think they should bring back like the Kevin Harts, or like, I think they had, what's Chris? He used to run the Talking Dead. I'm Chris something. Don't remember his name. But if you guys remember, if you guys watched Walking Dead, you know, the show after where they talked about it, The Talking Dead, whoever did that, he was on it. I think they should stick with athletes. I think there'd be a lot of athletes who would love that. I don't think Chris Paul is doing it anymore. I don't know if Mookie would, but yeah, I think that would be great. No, sorry, not Chris Paul. No, not CP3. No, he was actually he was a comedian. Chris, I can't remember his name, man. I could text my mom right now. Me and her would watch Talking Dead all the time, which is, a weird, a weird mother-son is to watch zombies tear people apart, but we would always watch it. No, not Rock. No, it was, what was his name, bro? Hardwick. Thank you. Who said that? Bayou, you're the goat. Yes, Chris Hardwick. That was his name. That show was good. That Talking Dead was awesome. Brian, I would take your used torpedo direct hit. Oh, you would love it then. Yeah. Hit the pocket and make your spares. Absolutely the play. Oh, geez, I can see him. Yeah. No, not. Yep. Would an alert pair well with an Intel Recon? Yes. 100% it would. Yeah. It would be stronger and a little smoother. Chris Hardwick. Yes. Oh, yeah. He was the son of Billy Hardwick. That's why he was on. I forgot about that. That's my bad. No, he is a different story then. But I think a lot of the others, like, I don't know if we need comedians. I think a few athletes would be good, because there are some really good football bowlers. There are some pretty decent ones, because those guys are just jacked. So They can put some emphasis on the ball. BLT number 2, my lord. Pick number 3. The old guy, pick 3, my lord. Still my favorite character in that. Riley, I'm getting an ice, teal and silver to help with my 10 pins. There you go. I love that. I love the ices. I think that is the best colorway with a spare ball. I think are the ice series. I know they're just basically a T-zone, but the ices look so cool. The T-zones look dope too, but I'm an ice fan. I don't have one right now. I have a mix, but my next one, whenever this mix poops out on me, is going to be an ice. I actually low-key like the mix. A little bit of hook on it is kind of nice. Bayou, how's the Rockstar amped compared to the Strike? It's a little, the amped is stronger and quicker. Tie Dog, exactly. I only use hammer. There you go. Hey, JR Derby, what's going on, man? Evil Eye is on fire, 70-70 out of the box. There you go, man. What'd you put for a layout on it? Out of curiosity. Let's see. Yeah, Mookie would be, I mean, Mookie's a little busy right now winning a World Series, but, you know, after all that stuff said and done, yeah, let's get Mookie to do some stuff. He still bowls a ton. It's awesome. Mo, I broke 200 for the first time the other day. Hey, congratulations, Mo. That is awesome. We love to hear that. Huge congrats on breaking 2-0. Love to see that. Lincoln Dots. Oh, James, if you got to my first comment, I probably missed it. I shot the first 700 series. Top Thrill solid. Hey, congratulations to James. We got a lot of achievements going on right now. Huge congrats to James and to, yeah, James and Mo, both for getting massive sets. Love to see that. Jake, I want to see Wemby and some top tennis players, or Mahomes or Alonso. Dude, could you drill a ball for Wemby? His hand is massive. That he would have like a 6-inch span, 6.5-inch span. Thing would be insane. He would palm a bowling ball. That could be really good. If anybody here has a connection to any NBA player with a massive hand, let me know. I will fly to them and drill a ball for them just to see how it is. The biggest hand I've ever drilled a ball for, I think was like 5.25 inches. Dude had a paw. I'm 6'5". I have 4.5-inch span. I could go longer probably. I could probably go to like 4 5/8 max, but I'd love to see it. What would be a backswing? Dude, he'd throw it through the back of the building. That'd be insane. Brennan Yoon, I need help making a 3-ball arsenal for a house shot. Hammer Ocean Vibe is a one hand no thumb. What is your opinion? Yeah, Brennan, I'd check out that 3-ball video. Definitely check out that 3-ball video I have. That should be able to help out a lot. Don, yep, you use a little bit of each and you like it. I love that. Goodfellow Bowling just got into YouTube stuff. Any advice, tips, or tricks? Yes. Biggest advice I can give for YouTube is you have the niche, the stereotypical advice, like post consistently, you only need your phone, all that stuff. But what I recommend is watch what's working. Some people have the YouTube game figured out. Some people don't. Check what gets a lot of views and find your niche. Find what you specialize in. For example, for me, I was a bowling ball nerd, and there was a massive, massive hole in the bowling world about bowling balls. So I tried to insert myself there and fill that. But what you have to do is you have to grind a lot. The YouTube game is relentless. It's brutal. I'm putting out 3 videos a week. I'm putting in 20 to 30 hours a week into YouTube, or into socials, I should say. So if you're ready to take that big step, I'd recommend getting a bunch of content ready, get some kind of schedule, some kind of cycle going, and then go from there. Like for me, I do my recordings on Saturdays. I do my editing on Sundays. And then throughout the week, it keeps me open to be able to just post my TikToks, post my Instagram reels, all that jazz. And then Wednesdays, of course, I do my live stream. So that is some of my best advice. Stan, what is going on, man? Deacon, how do I take care of my purple hammer? Keep surface on it. Make sure to get a sanding pad of some kind, Abralon pads, creating the difference, True Cut pads, and try to keep it at about 500 to 1,000 grit. You don't want it to get too shiny. It gets kind of bad. Riley, I have a TNT infused in a Typhoon. You got a new PB with the Typhoon. Nice. Congrats. That's awesome. Love that. KBR, Ion Pro solid. Best I can do is Jackal Ghost. Deal. Jackal Ghost is, still good. The hard thing with a lot of those older balls that are really, really good yet is they don't get much attention at times, but everyone still has them. Seth, is the Attention Star S2 stronger than the Origin? No, Origin is stronger. Dawn, an interaction with your audience. Yes, that is one of the biggest ones that we're missing in bowling. There are, I could count on one hand how many content creators actually interact with their community and aren't mean to them. There aren't many. There are not many out there. And bowling is behind the times compared to every other industry online. So I would highly, highly recommend, like, yeah, a lot of interaction. Try to become really educated, whatever area you want to be good at. Do you want to be the best coach ever? Get super educated. Learn a lot from Mark Baker. Learn a lot from a lot of the videos online. If you want to be bowling balls, learn a lot from the bowling ball experts. Learn a lot from your local community, and then be able to go from there. Or if you want to go the entertainment route, go the entertainment route. 220 Average Bowler did a great job with that. He doesn't do educational stuff, but he does a great job with talking about just fun. He just does fun stuff. Packy, awesome job with fun stuff. If Packy wasn't a pro, he would still be popping off because he's really good at YouTube. He is phenomenal at it. All right, Ken. Robert said Hendrickson from the Cowboys, 6¼ inches. Jesus, that is insane, dude. What do you give his thumb pitch? Like, his thumb pitch, like, what are you putting on that? Because I know, because usually, generally, the rule of thumb is like the bigger your hand is, the further away your thumb pitch has to be. But like, what do his pitches look like? Wayne being mean is worth it. Exactly what. Yeah, you can be mean on it, low key. I don't recommend this, but being mean to creators is fine. We need to have thick skin. We need to be thick skinned. That's okay. The amount of insults I get per day is 5 to 10. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's okay. It's the internet. That's how it works. Jump in a couple Call of Duty lobbies and you will get thick skin quick. Kelso, I've read that a strong solid can fill the strong S. Okay, perfect. Justin, best down and in dry lane ball, high friction house. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one. I think a hustle. A hustle might not be a bad play. They're smoother yet. They're smoother, so they could make a good play. Manuel, do you see yourself in your future bowling a PBA event? I will never be a PBA tour bowler. I've swallowed that pill. That ain't happening unless something magical happens. Now, would I like to bowl a couple of regionals? 100%. Yeah, I think that'd be super fun. I think that'd be awesome. But, of course, I won't be on tour, but I think it'd be great. I bowled with pros already. That's a cool thing with bowling. You bowl with them at amateur events, so you already get a little bit of the way there. But they just strike, a billion times more than me. And who was your favorite bowler? I did not watch bowling growing up. I was not a kid who watched bowling until I really got into it at like 18. I was late to the game. So I missed a lot of I missed the college scene. I missed the high school scene. I missed looking up to people scene, all that. Mike, you probably answered, but I've asked earlier, what are your thoughts on 4K Aberlon on the Ricochet return to lose some smoothness? I got an ad in your response. Honestly, not a bad play. That should smooth it out more because I think it comes polished. So usually if it's polished, that's going to be the quickest it is. And then if you put 4,000, it's going to smooth it out. But it might make it a little more usable. JR, I'm good just being friends with the tour guys. They can take someone else's money. You don't want to bowl Frankie in pot games? That's not going to happen. Noah, a couple weeks ago, I asked if I should drill the Axiom or Phase or Fate. And you told me the Axiom, and I thank you, sir. It's exactly what I needed. Hey, love to hear that. We love that. Good. Yeah, the Fate was mid. Unless your name is Theo Johnson from Rex, then it's all right. He adores that thing, man. That thing rolls so good for him. I couldn't get a 10 out with mine. I never left so many 10 pins with the ball compared to that Fate. Stan, do you have a place or database where all your bowling balls are categorized? I do. I do indeed. I have the link in my Discord. I will post it I will post it here if you guys want to check it out. Did I post it here? No, I have it on my link tree then. You know how hard it is to type with these gloves on? It's so dumb. Oh, man. Sometimes when you're doing this stuff, you kind of look at the camera and like, yeah, I just talked to I bet there's been probably 1,000 people total who've jumped in and out of this stream dressed as Lord Farquaad. That's what life has brought us to, ladies and gentlemen. And where did I put it? I have a link somewhere. I don't know where. I will get it. Here we go. Hold on. I'm going to get this for you guys. I'll answer a question while we wait. Good fellow. Oh, we hit that one. Forests. I recently got a steal on the Black Widow Visible. Nice. Any thoughts on the ball and what kind of layout? Layout, it is a plastic cover. I would not go strong on the layout. I'd go very weak. Go like pin down or something because that ball is going to want to hook. It's basically the same as a torpedo direct hit in a lot of ways. Let me see. Let me share. Anyone with a link, copy the link. Here you go, ladies and germs. That will get you a Google sheet that I have all of these categorizations on. Now, I have a ton of info on them. I have all SPI motive Brunswick balls that are out right now. I have their name, asim or symmetrical, what category they fit in, RG diff. Yeah, a ton of stuff on it. So I see a lot of you already jumping into it. I have discontinued bowling balls. I have all the discontinued balls that are out there. I have a video on that coming soon, so you guys are getting a little sneak peek on that. I have our final numbers, so that keeps a running tally of the total number of bowling balls on the market, how many are asymmetrical, how many are symmetrical, all that jazz. And I have the average core values of all the bowling balls, so you can know like, hey, what is the average RG of a bowling ball, which right now is about 2.51. There's a lot more low bowling balls or low RG bowling balls. Gabriel, did you read my member message? No, dude, I missed it. What? Did I miss that? No. Boo the Colts? Oh, man. They're winning, though. They're winning, though. Mike, imagine that a software engineer has lists and charts. Dude, at the end of the day, I'm a nerd when it comes to numbers and data. I am an absolute nerd. I would be keeping this stuff if I didn't have any of the ZVL stuff. I would still have this list. I had lists upon lists. Also, if there's any errors, please let me know, by the way. I try to update it every time there's a new ball announcement, but sometimes I miss some. But right now, I think it has everything. But anyways, but even before, I had charts of like all my bowling balls, the layouts on them, the RG diff, int diff, like number nerd through and through. I'm a software developer, so it's just in my blood. It's just what we do. It is all that we do. Kelso, I told Brunswick that the Evil Eye layout sheet would doom the ball. It's so tough, man. I love the idea. I've talked to a different Brunswick guy about it, and I love the idea of the Evil Eye. I love that we're trying to revolutionize core tech. The one issue is education, and Brunswick, unfortunately, has done a not a great job on education. In terms of that kind of stuff. I think they're trying to do a really good job, like Radical Rundown with Brian Buckosh. Incredible. He did a great job. Hey, QUG, thank you for the resub for 2 months. Really appreciate it. I think a lot of the other guys are trying to do stuff, but it's hard to get that education out there. A lot of pro shops. I mean, I just had a pro shop. Someone told me their pro shop told them layouts mean nothing, so who cares? Which is unfortunate. I think a lot of pro shops need to understand that that ball is very manipulatable. You can manipulate it easily. English is stupid. Dumb language. But yeah, that's my rant. Seth White, I'm trying to find the sharpest ball from Storm. Identity is probably number one right now. I'd say Identity or Ember? I think Ember's close. High Road 40 is not. I think Ember, though, is close. Jeff Burton, I have the Tour V1 and a Typhoon. Do I need a Phase 2? You never need a ball, but if you want something stronger and smoother, yeah, absolutely. Lamont, how much prep time do you need to loosen up? So before I throw, I usually just try very minimal, like, leg stretches that aren't that big. But when I actually go to throw, I start at 50%. Like, I go maybe 50%, 50%, 70%, 70%, and then 100%. Oh, Don, thank you so much for becoming a member for 2 months. Really appreciate that, Don. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're in every single one of these streams as well. Always love seeing you here, Don. So huge thank you for that. You and your Rotogrip duo. Thank you so much. Jake, what ball should I get for a 1-ball tournament? No urethane. Depends on the pattern, man. Depends on the pattern, Jake. If they're putting out something super flat, the level will be good for like 3 or 4 games. I would recommend like a medium smooth ball. I think like a Phase 2, GB5, Lethal Venom, Rockstar, things in that realm, because those are going to be the most versatile and you can change your hand. Oh, Ken, he had finger pitch, 3/4 inch, thumb, around 3/8 reverse. He had a 3 and a 2 grip size. Dude, he had the finger width of a 12-year-old. I literally just drilled a ball for a 12-year-old and they had a 3 and a 2. Like literally last night. That was a ball I drilled. It was a surge. It was he wanted a 15-pound surge, which was interesting. His mom wanted, I think he wanted the same ball as his mom or something. That's wild. That's awesome. So cool. Oh, I love it. I checked out when I was in Michigan. I met with a guy who was an NFL player, and like he was a little bit shorter than me. He was maybe 6 feet, 6'1", but his hand wasn't anything crazy. But I'd love to see some of those, like a Wemby or a Durant. Those like those guys' hands have to be absurd length. Chris, thank you for the follow. I bet those layouts look awesome. The thumb is just like in the bottom of the ball, basically. Be wild. Well, no, it wouldn't be. That'd be so interesting. I love the nerdiness of that kind of stuff with drilling bowling balls. Wayne, I've thrown 279s with the Visiball. That's so cool. That's dope. I wish I could do that. I've never really thrown the mix much in actual competition. Jackson, if it's a phase 2 pearl, what's going to be the biggest difference between that and the normal? So if it is a phase 2 pearl, like with any pearl phase, or even like Rockstar Amped versus a Rockstar, it's going to be longer and it's going to be sharper down lane. That's going to be the big difference. So when you have like a phase 2 or a Rockstar that's hooking early, these ones are going to hook that little bit later. Spareware with 1,000 coins with a Galaxy. Huge thank you for that one, man. Really appreciate that. The Galaxy. Oh, that is so, I think that's the first, yeah, that's probably the first time anyone's given that. Huge thank you, man. That's awesome. Jake, is it a good idea to keep 2,000 to 4,000 grit pads instead of lane shine? Yeah, I think so. I like lane shine a little bit, but a lot of people don't. So I think that's good. And Jake, when are we getting the quantum triple helix? Never. That ball was weird. Ball was so weird. Mr. 87 bowled a 641. Congratulations, man. That is awesome. Love to see that. Matthew, my 14-year-old wants to bowl for Wichita. How hard is it to get to that level? He bowled his first 300 last night. First of all, huge congratulations to him. 14-year-old getting a 300 is wild. Second of all, the biggest thing is youth tournaments. Junior Gold. There's other tournaments out there for that a lot of coaches see and go to. Midwest Youth Championships up here in Minnesota is a fantastic tournament to go to. It's a lot of travel for a lot of people. A lot of money, but a lot of coaches are watching that stuff. And if you're winning your youth tournaments, you're doing well in high school, you will find the coaches. All the coaches go to Junior Gold. Also in Minnesota, usually, I don't know if other states have it, we have a college combine where we have a lot of high schoolers come out and bowl multiple tournaments, and then you have college coaches everywhere talking to kids. Those are the best ways. Those are the best ways to get into the program, is find the coach, just hang with them, talk to them a little bit. And you are hitting the ball early, which is awesome. That's really good to see. Jake, Kawhi Leonard, dude, Kawhi's would be dumb. His hand is ridiculous. Joe, how much can you realistically carry your high school team? Well, because it's 5-person, you can help them get from last to middle of the pack, but you can't carry it to first. That'll never happen. But it's tough. 5-person team is always tough for that. JR Derby, it is ball. Can you make a 3-ball arsenal with? Visiball, I'm guessing you meant? Let me know, JR, what you meant there. Wayne, we started GoFundMe for you to have a steel cage match. I'll happily donate. Yeah, I'm in. He answers my DMs. I'm in. John Romero, do you know where I can get a replacement sole? Yeah, bowling.com. There we go. That one. No, online is going to, or talk to your local pro shop as well. That's going to be your best play. I'd recommend finding the same one. They do have a lot of KR has a lot of good guides out there if you're looking like for what level you want to get. And it'll give you color guides as well. Hey, there you go. TieDogBowling.com has them. They do. Don, I'm thinking of bringing the duo next week to League. I love it. 300 Dreamin'. I have the Alert, the Offset Assault, the 3D Assault, or the 3D, the Offset High Rev, Scorpion Strike, New Blue, Mania, Hammerhead, Effect Tour, Arctic Vibe, Hammer, Anger, Radioactive Vibe, Stealth Mode, Crown Victory, High Road 40. And phase 2. Holy, you got a lot. Just looking at it quick. You have a Mania. Good. You have Weak Sharp. Yeah, you have every category covered, man. You have everything covered. Yofo, did I miss yours? Not sure if you answered, but two-handed lefty. Oh, I did. Shock. Venom Shock. Yep, Venom Shock. Cinnamon Chinchino. I have the purple Rotogrip. They won't let me say the name. What would be my next buy? Oh, really? Is it the Hyperdrive Pearl? Blink twice if it's the hyperdrive pearl. Dang it. TikTok's filters are so wild, dude. They're so wild. Roy Larson, you have a question? Yeah, ask away, man. Ask away. Oh, there you are, JR. I was talking about the Evil Eye being versatile based on drilling. You must know your PAP. Yes, yes, absolutely. You must know your PAP. Oh, and you left your layout above. It did not post, JR. If you could post it again, would be really appreciated. Yeah, it did not make it through, unfortunately. Sometimes, I mean, Facebook, I wonder if Facebook has a weird filter too. It saw a bunch of numbers, was like, whoa, 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 you can't do that. Filters on these kind of suck. Hey, oh, Ty, welcome. Whoopsie. Streamlabs. Lamont, what is your opinion on your 3 most versatile balls? So, for me, recently, I have to put the Effect Tour on the list. I have to put the Rotogrip Rockstar. Those are my 2 most versatile balls. I can throw those for a long time. I think the Black Widow Tour V1 is on that list. I think Venom Shock, of course, is on that list. I think the Ion Pro Solid is also on that list. I think those are some of the most versatile balls on the market today. I think those can be used a lot. Bowling Jer Bear, TK25 cover. Dawn, the galaxy is in Orion's belt. I need to watch Men in Black again. Love that. Seth, is the giveaway done? Yes. The giveaway is completed. Dusty was our winner over on the YouTube side. Oh, there you go. 75, 4.5, 30. It's 5 3/8 over 13 16. Okay, 75 by 4.5 by 30. Okay, that was one of the weaker ones. That was a quicker layout, one of their maximum flip ones. So that kept a high differential, but it's still going to be smooth. But that's awesome, though. I love it. David, it's so fun. At 2 a.m., I can think of 3 questions to ask you, but when you're live, I completely forget. No, all good. All good, David. That's all good. I try to hit up as many comments as I can, too, on YouTube. If you throw them there or any other platform, I try to answer everything and anything that I can. Joe, for high school, I have a Phase 2 Rockstar Amped and Ion Pro Solid. House shot? Oh, that's perfect for a house shot. That's perfect. Yeah, layout B. Okay, there you go, JR. Awesome. Wayne, you must throw 1 for league. Snapshot or Ricochet return? Snapshot. I'd throw the snapshot. It's a weaker pearl. I'd play up the dirt, play up 10 board with that thing. Just try to pray I don't overreact and leave a 3-4 combo. I'm really good at leaving the 3-4 lately in league. Seth, don't you have league tonight? No, I have league tomorrow night. I have league tomorrow. Oh, I missed your other comment too. Do you ever get recognized at work? Yeah, once in a while. My work's a little bit weird with that kind of stuff, so yeah. Seth, like a kid, is like, OMG, it's ZVL. I have had that once or twice, which is wild to think. Because my goal is like, I want to be the most reachable. I don't want to be like this. You know, you see a lot of like content creators and it's like they are like on a pedestal. It's not us. I want to be super accessible. I'm just a bowler. I bowl tournaments, I bowl league, do all that stuff. I'm just very much more nerdier than some people with it all. Tyler, why are we Lord Farquaad? Why aren't you Lord Farquaad is really the question, man. That's really what we got to be asking, Tyler, is why don't you have a Lord Farquaad look right now? The issue. Now we are doing this for a spooky stream, sponsored by GFuel up above. They gave away a tub of GFuel earlier in the stream. Massive thank you to GFuel. 20% off with code ZVL Bowling at checkout. If you guys want to buy any GFuel, I have like half of my thing left, and I think this had caffeine in it, which means I'm probably not sleeping tonight. I didn't think of that. Bottoms up. And you can get a dope tumbler at times too. I love this tumbler. It's like the perfect size to be able to do these hydration packets. So good. But low-key, you might be right. Exactly. Dye your hair jet black or get a wig, get a red hat. You're set. You'll be having Princess Fiona brought to you by an ogre in no time. Don't worry about the little dragon situation where you get eaten Y1. We can ignore that. But besides that, Tori, Gingy is the one to be. I love Gingy. You got giant Gingy, be good. That scene where it's I need a hero in the background, one of the best animated sequences. Jackson, what would you say is better? I want both and can't decide on one. Ion Pro or Ion Pro Solid? Jackson, Ion Pro Solid. Ion Pro Solid is more versatile. The Ion Pro, if you're only bowling sport shot stuff, go with the Ion Pro. Ion Pro Solid is going to be best for everything else. in my opinion, the Ion Pro Solid is if the Ion Pro is good in League, is what I see it as. What did I just see? I just saw something. What caught my eye? Squirrel. Hold on, squirrel. Oh, we're good. Seth, the humble version of I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. Existence, what's easier for you? Bowling a good game with the low flare origin in phase 2 or bowling a bad game with the 78U direct hit and a DNA coil? What's easier? I mean, mentally, it's going to be easier for me to use a good game with a good ball. Even a bad game with a good ball, I like better because when I throw my direct hit or the 78 or like a DNA, when I had that, it just hurt. Like, why am I that's when I ask myself the existential questions of like, why are you doing this to yourself? What got you into this position? C. Schwartz, why don't you look this sexy every stream? You know, from now on, the wig's staying for the rest of streams. This is how you're going to see me in videos for the next 24 hours, actually. Tomorrow, we have a Halloween spooky arsenal coming out, and you might see this come back. Might see it come back. Wayne, will you be dressing up as a turkey for the Thanksgiving Eve live stream? I will not. If maybe we'll set like a follower goal. Like on Twitch, for example, I have a goal. If we ever get to 1,000 followers, I'm running a 24-hour stream. So we might have to do something like when we get to like, if we can get 20,000 YouTube subs in a quick time, like we might do that. Oh, gremlin is what you mean, Cinnamon. Really? That doesn't like the word gremlin? Weird. Huh. That is so weird that that's on Twitch's thing. Oh, you said no, the one with the green label. What would be my next buy? You're probably going to want something solid. I think you'll want something solid to pair with it. Cove is okay. Rockstar is a good combo. You could go strong with an Equinox Solid. I think a lot of good options there. Seth, I'm going to be there the full 24 hours. Oh, God. Oh, good luck. I won't even want to be there for 24 hours, man. Sean with a $20 super chat. Sean, thank you so much. Welcome back again, man. Great to see you. 6-ball arsenal is complete. You did go with an Equinox Solid. Awesome. SPI reunited with Ion Pro, but two-handed. Fits between the Cove and the Ember. Your video has been a huge help. Hey, no, thank you, Sean. Really appreciate that. I'm glad this has been helpful for you to build an awesome arsenal because you have a great arsenal right now. Love to see that. So thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Always, of course, glad I can help you. Glad we can help you build a really good bowling arsenal. Roy, sorry, do you have one? Roy, your first question didn't go through, man. Yeah, I think TikTok might have filtered it out. So put it again with a different words. Try that out. MG, what's a good entry ball at 13 pounds? I would go Tropical Surge or like a Hammer Raw. Oh, IQ Ruby, do you have one? Yeah, I actually have one in box, and then I have my old one. My old one is at like 2,000 grit, and I haven't drilled my one in box yet. But I do have an extra. Jake, thoughts on the Zen Soul? It was okay. It was their hybrid. It was fine. It was smooth. It was very, very smooth. It was like a stronger Cove, is how I see it. Like, if you put a stronger cover on the Cove, that's how the Zen Soul rolled. It was good for like being smooth and slow. I have a friend actually who runs the Midwest Youth Championships who adores their Zen Souls. He loves those things to pieces. Shout out Nevin the GOAT. Tori, looking to replace my GB4 hybrid using the Rockstar Mania and IQ Ruby. What are your thoughts on a replacement? Ooh, that's a hard one. There is not much close to that GB4 hybrid right now on the market. What is close? There isn't much, man. A pinned down GB5 Pearl might be your best bet. Or just GB5 Pearl. That one's hard. There aren't many things like it. Yofo, what are the best house shot balls? It all depends on the house shot. House shots are hard in bowling because they all can be different. You can have a 40-foot, 25 mil house shot, or you can have a 45-foot, 30 mil house shot. It's anything and everything. So I think smoother bowling balls are better. I think asymmetrical pearls actually are number one. Apologies. Asim pearls are number one. Smoother bowling balls are number two. Edison, what goes well with a Cove? I think the Ember actually is a good combo. I think Storm did a good job with their marketing on those two. 1-2 combos, those two. Yofo, ball of the year, two-handed lefty. There haven't been many smooth bowling balls released this year. Let me look at my categorization guide quick. I think we got a lot of you. Yeah, we got a lot of you hanging out in the group, which I love to see. Thank you guys, everyone who's joining the categorization or my Google Sheets pages. I hope you guys enjoy it. Hopefully, if there's any problems that you notice with like connecting to it, let me know. Ion Pro Solid, I think, is on that list. I think no, not that one. Primal Ghost isn't bad. I think the Cove low key would be on there. I think the Cove would be a good lefty ball. I think it's just kind of getting ignored. Alert, actually. Alert could be pretty decent as well for a two-handed lefty. Jake, where are the Google Sheets? I posted it on my so one, I'll have it posted. I should actually post it quick in my Discord. There you go. I posted it in my Discord. So I'd recommend checking out the Discord. Links are in all of my descriptions or out in my link tree. So go join that. It's an awesome place out there. That is where we're going to try to keep it. That's the best place for storage for that. Devin, do you think it's going to be a phase 2 Pearl? I am not sure, man. We will see. It did get leaked. There was a leak of a phase 2 Pearl. Ryan Powers, what's up? What do you mean? What am I wearing? Am I something weird? This is just my Wednesday outfit. You don't wear hats like this? Got to work on that if you don't. Highly recommend. Super comfy, keeps the rain away, helps you run Duloc. The win-win-win. Forrest, I've been wanting to get a feel for the different 2LS layouts, thinking about getting a cheap ball and ask my PSO drilling it with multiple layouts at once. No, that will not be a good layout because the minute you put holes into the ball, that's gonna, like, you can't put more, like, if you put 2 holes into it and then you put 2 more holes into it, it's gonna roll radically different than if you just had the original 2 holes in it. Because every time you put a hole in it, the ball is gonna change dramatically how it rolls. So I think that's a really bad idea. I would recommend buy a cheap ball, put on some kind of weird layout that you want to try, then plug it and re-drill it. See if they'll let you do that for cheaper, just to test, really. All right, we are going to do final call for questions right now. So leave any final questions you have tonight down below, and then we'll be calling it in like 10-ish minutes. One, I want to give a massive thank you to all you guys for jumping in for our Halloween stream, for our first ever giveaway with GFuel. Huge thank you to the GFuel guys, and huge thank you to you guys for wanting to jump into the raffle. We're going to have more giveaways coming in the near future. That's not going to be our every week live stream thing. We aren't going to try to do any of that stuff. Other guys do that. We are going to still try to do a few more giveaways in the coming future. But huge thank you. Make sure you follow and subscribe if you haven't yet. Best way to help support the channel. You get to see a Halloween themed bowling arsenal tomorrow if you end up subscribing. That will be out on the YouTube and the TikTok and the Instagram and the Facebook early in the morning tomorrow, probably around 10 or 11 a.m. A lot of talking, and I have so much GFuel left to drink. Oh, no. Ryan, maybe I'll wear that to bowling tonight? Yeah, you should. If you have a wig, just get a jet black wig. You're good to go. Yeah, this is the vibe right now. The bowl cut with the little curls, 10 out of 10 play. I can't believe this wig actually came curled. This thing's awesome. Spirit Halloween, like 10 out of 10. You guys did good. Even though you guys put up shops in the weirdest places on the planet. All right, Radon. What would be the practical difference for a symmetrical ball between a 60 by 4.5 by 30 that a lot of ball reviewers use versus 75 by 4.5 by 30 that Radical recommends? Very, very little. If you're only changing 10 to 15 degrees on one of the angles, you're not really going to notice a difference. It's going to react pretty similar. The differences really come with those longer pin to PAPs, shorter pin to PAPs, or like those 20-degree differences. That's when you notice the big changes. James D, even with shooting 717, we didn't win any points. I think all leagues should be divisional scratch. Low-key, I have really never cared if I've won or lost in league. Like I did early on, like when I was in juniors or in my early adult league. After that, I really stopped caring if we win or lose because I never know the point system. So I'm just like purposefully avoid learning it just so I can like focus on myself. Like I like to look like, all right, do I need both of these strikes to win or something? But like, other than that, like I try to not care. Roy, how much for that ball? Sorry, man, I am not selling my IQ Ruby. I made that mistake with an IQ Emerald. I think I think we sold it at the pro shop, and I regret it to this day because my then IQ Emerald cracked on me, and then it got discontinued, and then I was never able to find one again. It's a very, very sad day. They're doing Christmas stores also? No way. Spirit Christmas? Let's go. I love that. That's so stupid. Tori Casey was having trouble picking something out. Yeah, no, they do make the GB4 hybrid yet. It's still out there. See, Schwartz, I have every category covered besides a benchmark. Phase 2 or Ingersoll. If you're rev dominant, I'd go Ingersoll. Mike gave you a costume idea for next year in your DMs. Deal. I'll check it out after this. Valerie, International Marvel, closer to Phase 2 or Radical Results Plus. We keep debating. Let me look. International. What is the Marvel name? Storm Marvel what? There's been a lot of overseas. Is it the Marvel Flame? That is such a dope name. It's $190. No, thank you. Yeah, Marvel Flame. Is Marvel Max Purple is one. There's the Marvel Blast. Let me know. David Jones, where would the IQ Tour fit with the Scorpion Strike and New Blue? Kind of between them both. It would fit above a New Blue, but below the Strike. Reese, don't worry, James, if I shot 768, my team still lost. Ooh. Ooh. That was, I think, a couple weeks ago in my 3-person league. I think I shot 280 and we won by 5 pins. Great. I think at one point I had more strikes than my teammates combined. Rooney, can you rate my arsenal? Jackal, EJ, Rockstar, and Vibo. I like it a lot. That's a good start. I think you're going to need something to pair with that Rockstar. You got 2 strong balls and a medium ball. I think, oh, it's a blast. And then I think that would fit well. All right, let's look at that Marvel Blast. That is a 2023. Yeah, it's 248050. It was that NRG Pro. Oh, it was Pearl. NRG Pro Pearl. That was, oh, I forgot there was a Phase Ruby. NRG, that is actually going to be more like a Phase AI more than anything. It's going to be like a, not really an Equinox, kind of Zen-ish Rockstar Amp. I think it's closer to a Rockstar Amped, honestly. I think that would pretty much be a smoother Rockstar Amped. Jake, thoughts on the NV Tour Pearl? I remember being like $93. It was good. It was a good medium sharp ball. If you like the Effect Tour, NV Tour, those kind of tour bowling balls, that's a good option for you. I think that can work well. All right. I think everything's kind of slowed down, so we are going to call it a stream on that. I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging in today. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to drop a follow or a subscription on your way out. Make sure to go check out Duloc. That's going to be the best place for you to go on your next vacation. They have awesome, awesome things there. Make sure to listen to our song as well, 10 out of 10. But if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to do that. Make sure to drop a like on the stream before you head out. Again, huge thank you to all of you guys for giving us all of these opportunities. We will have Storm Ball reviews coming soon. Next Storm Ball that gets announced, we will have a review up within a couple of days. Gonna be super, super exciting time. I really hope you guys are excited for those. I'm hyped to be able to bring those ball reviews to you guys, to be able to have more in-depth knowledge. One of the hardest things of this is like, this is where this ball should fit. Have I thrown it? Unfortunately, no. But now I can actually say I have thrown it, I have compared it, I've tested it on multiple patterns to give you guys the best ideas and examples of what balls to get next. But that is going to be it. TikTok, we're going to say goodbye to you first. TikTok, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I will see you guys on the next one. And then finally, we have all of our long form platforms of Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Huge thank you, guys. We have a lot of cool content coming over the next couple of days. Really hope you guys are excited for that. We're going to start posting our schedules for what's coming up every week. So that's going to be coming over on the YouTube chat, on Discord, all that jazz. But thank you guys so much for hanging in today. Really appreciate it. We're going to send you to a stream ending page, but I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.